Riders ready, watch the gate.
Come on. Break it down now. Break it down now.
Good morning and welcome to the Mainland South Regional Champs here in the beautiful ALX, bottom of the South Island. Today is looking to be a stunning day. As you can see, some beautiful blue skies out there at the moment and a light to no winds going on at the moment out there on the track at the moment. Go a lap of honour this morning. To see the people out in the masses here in the beautiful South Island for what can only be described as a fantastic day of racing. 212 riders to be exact, going to be epic, so make sure that you get yourself locked and loaded as we get ourselves prepared for some phenomenal racing here in the beautiful South Island of Aotearoa. First off the track though will be our Mainland North versus Mainland South. This is some epic team racing down at the South Island, and looking forward to having an absolute cracker. So stand by, get ready to lock and load. They'll be up on the gate real soon as we go to kick racing off here at the Mainland South Regional Champs, brought to you by BMX New Zealand. Here you can see one of our phenomenal volunteers out on the track, getting it ready. Some photographers out there. Here we go, back up to the gate. Quite a nice gate up there in ALX. You can see they've got the sun covers up. Mainland North and South riders getting out onto the track, lining themselves up. Super turnout there from the crowd. All the way from the Auckland Club, Sunset Coast out there. Big round of applause to all of our spectators. Thanks for coming out. It's going to be a cracker day here. Up onto the gate though now, our Mainland Challenge Riders girls.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And the gate is dropped on our first race of the day. This is the Mainland Challenge Girls Moto number 1. Indy McCullum out there from Southland on the NZ2 out the front real quick. Bo Hahura on the 134. Skylar Hanson there on the 723. Ali Campbell on the 177 out of Alex, the local lass. Alia Harper on the 272. Kelly Miller from Christchurch on the 120 plate. At N12 on the 808 out of Dunedin and the 195 from Christchurch. Isabella Leach as they go flying through. It looks like it's a Mainland South rider out there. That must be Indy McCullum as they're moving around this track faster than a fast thing. Down the finish straight they go into the rubber straight. It's going to be Mainland South coming across the line there first. That is some absolutely stunning riding there from our Mainland Challenge Girls, Moto number 1. And if that's the start of it, it's only going to get better. Checking to make sure that all the technology is working as it needs to be. Race 2 up on the gate, Mainland Challenge Junior Boys.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Mainland North versus Mainland South. The Mainland North, if you're looking to see who they are in the red jumpers or the red jerseys. It's Fletcher Kahukura there at Kaitangata. He's on the 358. He's out into a cracker on the lead, followed by Adi Kahukura on the 357. Flynn Sutherland on the 836 out of Alex. Hugo K on the 250 from North Canterbury. Taylor Cron out of Dunedin on the SI4. Candy McKenzie out of Christchurch on the 182. Heath Boyce on the 124 from Christchurch. Nathan Cook there on the SI8 from in North Canterbury. As they come back around, looks like it's still going to be the Kahukuras out in the front there, out of Mainland South. The Mainland North, one of them making a move. A little too late, unfortunately, though, as we round out race number 3 here at the Mainland South Regional Champs.
Ready, watch the gate.
And the gate is dropped now on the Mainland Junior Challenge Senior Boys. This is moto number 1. That is the round 1. Race number 3, Jono Hansen, Cooper Murphy, Carter Simmons, Austin Stronach, Dylan Insford, Nixon Murphy, Cano Goff, White Papa Rogers. As they come back down Mainland South, seems to be out the front by a long shot. That must be Jono Hansen as up the plate there, but he's got the form of, that must be Cooper Murphy in the number 2 spot all over his back wheel. Coming down that rhythm straight, look at the list, 2 close to pull up the stage. Here we go, the battle's going to be on down the final straight. It's still Mainland South. That must be Jono Hansen, Cooper Murphy making a run for it as they cross the line there. Jono Hansen, Cooper Murphy. That is race number 3, Mainland Challenge, Senior Boys. Here we go, back up to the gate for it. Race number 4, this is our Sprockets 5 and under. This is their first moto. I tell you what, these are the future of the sport. Little types on big bikes. Sometimes those wheels are bigger than they are. Here we go though, we're looking for the 806 out of North Canterbury. That's Lucas Williamson. We got the 807 plate, that's Finn Kempton, North Canterbury as well. Elijah Thompson on the 450 plate out of Kai Tangata. Rico McKay on the 952, the local rider out of ALX. Colton Raff on the 827 out of Christchurch. Leah Hansen on the 802 out of North Canterbury as they're pushing through these little types on big bikes. They're pedaling faster than a windmill and a hurricane as they come back down now out the front there, missing the plates from a mile away here. I'm just obviously getting too old for this, but as the first riders come down that finish straight, that is race number 4, Mainland South Regional Champs, Sprockets 5 and under.
Sit.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
That is dropped now on our Sprocket 6 mix. This is boys and girls out there on their bikes. All the Waters on the 252 out of Cromwell. Spencer White on the 457, the local rider out of Alex. Amelia Miller from Cromwell on the 805. That's the club just down the road out of Alex. Game the 956. That's George Clapperton and Riley Reid out of Cromwell on the 259. This is definitely a battle of the South as they come back around into that rhythm straight. I tell you, some of those hills are bigger than those kids, and they come bouncing down, moving along at a rapid rate of knots. I tell you, this is some exciting racing as they bounce along into that final corner, down into the final straight. That's our Sprocket 6 mix. Elijah Waters, Spencer White, Amelia Miller, George Clapton, and Riley Reid.
Sit.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
Another gate here of Sprocket 6 mix. This has got a number of riders in here too. Again, out of the Mainland South region, and a lone wolf in the form of Emma Bale out of the Mainland North. We've got Evie Campbell on the 454, the local rider out of Alex. Bo Rushbrook out of Cromwell on the 250 plate. Jackson McLeod on the 2787 out of Cromwell. Benji Tito out of Alex on the 951. And as I mentioned, the lone wolf Emma Bale out of Mainland North on the 826. But look at these riders go. It looks like the Cromwell rider out the front. As I look to see who's who in the zoo coming back down towards us into that last corner. Yeah, they're not getting it all their own way. There's a move coming up the outside now. This is going to be all down to the end as they cross the line. One of our Cromwell riders taking that out. Yeah, for race number 6, motor number 1, Mainland South, knockdowns.
Riders, ready, watch the gate.
As we're off onto a cracker now, it is 878 boys, motor number 1. It is out of Christchurch on the 178, that's Finn Raff. He's pushing through with the local rider, Marco McKay on the 963 in the mix there too. Reid Kempton on the 196 out of North Canterbury. Alex is 123, that's Hunter May. Rupert Duggan on the 788 out of Cromwell. As they come back down towards us now, we're looking to see who's who in the zoo. Into the third walk straight they go, bouncing along. Looks like it's going to be pretty civilised as they take it down there and into that last corner to take us home. Into the home straight though, as we look to see which of our riders is at the front. I can't make out that plate from my angle, but that's not a problem. Thankfully we've got scores, and it looks like it might have been the North Canterbury rider on the 996, Reid Kempton.
Riders, ready, watch the gate.
Race number 8, here we go. This is our 8 boys, so don't be late. We got Sebastian Martin on the 108 out of North Canterbury. We got Freddie Cole from Cromwell on the 785. On the 964, the local rider of McNally. Oliver McLeod on the 777 out of Alex. Dunedin 606, that's Arlo with 3. And Appleby Buchanan on the 523 out of Southland as they come back round into that second corner. It looks like again really civilized here, making that a Cromwell rider sitting in the 3 spot. That must be the one and only Freddie Cole as he makes his way down to the last corner. Looking like I thought I saw a Southland jumper in the form of LB Buchanan in the mix there too, as they head down that finish line, across the finish line now, taking home that race. 8 boys, race number 8, Mainland South Regional Champs.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
And the gate is dropping now. This is our 8 to 9 girls race 9. I tell you what, that commissaire's got us working hard today. Winnie Murphy on the 137 out of Christchurch. Marley Naylor out of ALX on the 960 plate. Freya Borson from Christchurch on the SO3. Out of Kaitangata on the 757. Lockie Kahukura. Got Collie from Southland on the 533. We've got Caitlin Sinclair out of Southland as well. Clubmates there on the 532, ironically. On the 245, out of Dunedin, Caitlin Prine. Ozara Buchanan on the 613 from Southland. And look at this, it's all bunched up. A couple of Southland riders there. You can make out those distinctive club jerseys. Thanks, Mum and Dad, for making sure they went through the wash as they come down to that final straight. We're going to look to see who's going to cross that finish line in the number 1 spot. And it looks like it's going to be Christchurch's Winnie Murphy taking out race number 9, 8 to 9 girls.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
And gate has dropped on race number 10. This is our 9 boys. Archie Walker out of Cromwell on the NZ5. Ryan Emswell out of Dunedin on your NZ1. This is going to be a battle royale, that's for sure, with the NZ1 and your NZ5 going bar to bar. Looking for Parker Manahira out of ALX, the local rider on the 286. Rich Taylor out of 451. The other ALX rider into the work they go. Brian Tate on the 999 plate out of Cromwell, the 934 of Cooper Rushbrook from Cromwell, Mike Tungatus 291. That's Victor Morton. James Bell out of Christchurch on the 218. As they make their way back down, you can see our Cromwell riders in the thing of the pack though. Coming back down towards us, we'll look to see who's who down that last rhythm straight. Oh, we've got a manual and it was too close to call there, but thankfully the technology helps us out to make sure you jump off to our scores to see who's winning and where your rider's placing at the Mainland South Regional Champs.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Race number 11 is on the way now. Henry Bulling out of Southland on the 910. Out of Cromwell on the 787, we've got Angus Morris. We've got Hayden Wilson on the 288 out of Tangata with Henry Bulling on the 910 out of Southland. No, luckily Sinclair on the 458 out of Southland. I'm losing the plot here on the 61 plate though. Local rider Dylan Robb out of ALX. Into the corner. Oh, too high. The Cromwell riders chasing down our number 1 rider there. You can see that looks like the Kaitangata rider potentially. There in the gold and black. Coming back down towards us. No, back out to the front goes our Cromwell rider. As they come down, this is like a Kaitangata sandwich as they cross the line. There we go. Angus Morris out of Cromwell getting the pip there on the 787, taking out race number 11, 10 boys. Race number 12 is already going. I can't keep up with this. I just looked down for a second and onto it they go. They're getting faster and furious as we head into this. This is race number 12. If I hadn't said that already, it's our 10 boys. Frank Waters out of Cromwell on the 253, the local rider on the 258 there. That is William Lyons Bogoff on the 647 out of Dunedin. Jihu Hong from Christchurch on the 956. Wyman Thompson from Kaitangata on the 842. 530 and 140 plates of Nate Blair and Ollie Shuttleworth, both from Southland into the final straight. They've come racing down hard and fast. Who's going to get it? It's going to be a Cromwell rider. Is it going to be Frank Waters? We look upstairs to see where that one landed as we move up to the next one. On the gate now, 10 girls. Which has dropped. It's not about the quality, it's about the quality, and these girls are bringing it today. That's Peter Hahura out of Southland on the 822, Isla Reid on the 611 out of Cromwell, out the front there and into the whole shot she goes. Addison Stevens on your NZ4 from Cromwell as well. This is Cromwell versus Southland. Not surprising considering we're in the Mainland South region. But there we're looking for the 929. That's Georgia Sycamore out of Southland there, flying around the corners. As we come back into it, though, it's going to be our Cromwell rider, Isla Reid in the 1, but it looks like Peter Hahura in the 2 with Addison Stevens hanging on to the 3. Georgia Sycamore in the 4 there at the moment, but it's going to be Isla Reid take us across the line there for race number 13 in girls. That is dropped now on race number 14, another gate of 10 girls. We're looking for Alex's 912. That's Violet Job, the local rider there alongside her mate Alea White on the 81 plate there out of Alex as well. A couple of Cromwell riders in the mix in the form of Bobby Stevens on the NZ6 and the 1-2-8 there with Daisy Ellison. Sorry, my eyes deceive me. But the Lone Wolf, the Ranger there, that's Eliza Jeffcoat on the 356 out of Southland. Out the front at the moment, though, by the looks, unless I've missed something there. Coming around that last corner into the final straight, it is. It's our Southland rider at the front, pushing hard with the Alex rider in the number 2 spot there as they cross the line. That is going to be Eliza Jeffcoat out of Southland, followed by Violet Job. Here we go. Legs 11, I tell you. Race number 15. Fletcher Kahukura out the gate like a rocket on the 358 from Kai Tangata. Hudson McConchy on the North Canterbury on the 772 there. He's making not a slow slouch at all. Taylor Cron 3 on the SI4 as they come back around the corners. Jake Walk, Wallach. Ada Cromwell on the 253, Todd Sanders from the 222, the local rider out of Alex, Juan Van Zulen from Southland on the 958, Olo Hahura on the 456 out of Southland, and Thomas Harper on the 271 from North Canterbury as they come back down towards us. It's a battle on for the number 2 spot. Looks like number 1's got his place secured as they cross the line. That is going to be your rider, Fletcher Kahukura out of Katangata.
Running them out is going to be your 271.
Another gate there of 11 boys. This is race number 16. This is a group to watch. I tell you, they're fast and they're furious. Lynn Sutherland out of Alex, the local rider, knows this track like the back of his hand. He's on the 836. Hugo K. Animal Canterbury on the 250 plate. Yes, I out of North Canterbury's Nathan Cook's in the mix there too, alongside Moscaline on the 841 out of Southland. Jackson Hegan from Cromwell on the 606. Blake Jenkins on the 143 from Christchurch. Kai Tangata's 833. Carson Poet. He's in the mix there too, hanging on for dear life though. Coming back down the front as we look to see who's the who. The manuals, the skills that pay the bills. Crossing the line, Flynn Sutherland out of Alex. Not as this track like the back of his hand. And that was race 16. Up on the gate at the moment, coming flying down faster and fasting. It's our race number 17, 11 to 12 girls, still in rider number 1. Skylar Hansen out of North Canterbury on the 723. Hattie Barrington all the way from the Sunset Coast on the NZ2. Amelia Williamson up the Williamson on the 505 out of North Canterbury. Dunedin's 808, that's Kate Henswell. Libby McLeod on the 567, the local lass pushing hard. As we can see, that must be Skylar Hansen out the front. I think I can make out still on the number 2 spot, Hattie Barrington, as they come around that last corner, pushing hard into the work she goes. Racing through here, race number 17. This is our 11 to 12 girls. Thanks to Jack Lex and BMX New Zealand, we're bringing you the Mainland South Regional Champs. There we go. I blinked that I missed. It's another gate of 11 to 12 girls. This is race number 18 on the NZ5 out of North Canterbury. Coming around that corner into the whole shot. It looked like it was Matilda Norris. Ellie Campbell on the 177. She's the local lass out of Alex. She knows this track well. Mila McCullen out of Southland, the 285. We've got Isabella Leach on the 195 out of Christchurch and the 227 of Dunedin's Kenzie Parker in the mix there too. But these girls looked like they've lined up and found themselves their rhythm into the rhythm straight. They come into that last straight, fast and furious across the line. There we go, race number 18, 11 to 12 girls here at the Mainland South Regional Champs. Oh, we're going faster. There we go. I can make out one of our riders there. That's Hayden McKenzie on the 182 out of Christchurch. But he's chasing down Hardy Kahukura out of Southland, Kai Tangata, sorry, on the 357 alongside his mate on the 723. That's Toby Mill. He's pushing along. Jerry McCulloch out of Southland on the 956. Southland's 180 plate. That's Cohen Blair and his voice on the 124 out of Christchurch. May not have made the start, but hopefully he's okay as they come back round towards the corner. It's probably going to be still Artie Kahukura there on the 357. He's making a move in the track start jumper. Hayden McKenzie looking like he might have crossed the line for the number 2 spot. Toby Milne in the 3, and that's race number 19. 12 boys here, the Mainland South Regional Champs. Into the work they go again, though. This is another gate, lucky for some, unlucky for others, but lucky for him, I tell you. Carterson's on the 931 out of Cromwell. He's pushing hard with Nixon Murphy all over his back wheel on the 136 here. They come back down towards me now. Charlie Shaw on the 847 from Dunedin. Nelson 792, that's White Papa Rogers. Sam Glover on the 140 plate out of Kaitangata and Alex's own. Mason McLeod on the 771. They're pretty close at the moment into that last corner they go, though, as they come flying back down to the rhythm straight. Look at the manuals across that tabletop into the rhythm section. A little pop jump as we cross the line there with Carterson Simmons out of Cromwell.
Alright, another gate of 12.
Into the go. This is race number 21. This is another gate of 13 boys. Big group here they got today. Kano Goff on the 112 out of Dunedin. Sam Brand on the 609 plate out of Southland. Jesse Surgeon out of North Haven Christchurch on the 324. Maxwell Morris on the 357 at Cromwell and Christchurch is 295. Maxon Warren. Here they go, though, down the work. We can see a rider out of Southland. That's Sam Brand making a move for the number 2 spot, but is it too little too late? Is he going to get it his own way? No, it looks like we're going to have Kano Goff possibly on the 112. What's the line as we check scores for that? It was Kano Goff 112, Dunedin, taken out, race number 21.
Alright, we've got
No need to worry if you missed them. There's another gate of 13 boys. It's race number 22. Nixon Wallach out of Cromwell on the 603. Finn Barrington from the Sunset Coast on the 305. Braden Begg out of Katanga on the 225. Metro Bird on the 118 out of Dunedin with Mason's Jeff Cut on the 257 from Southland. Logan Birch there on the 630 plate out of North Canterbury. But it's going to be a Cromwell rider at the front. That's Nixon Wallach. He's pushing hard. He's got all company all over his back wheel. I'm going to make it. That's Finn Barrington with a spin got up the outside. Can he get a move on? I don't know. It's going to be a little bit. No, not quite. That is our man. Out of Cromwell taking the one for race number 22 of our 13 boys. You can see there the still conditions down in ALX. Making for some epic racing. Talking about epic racing, it's race number 23. This is our 14 boys. Now you could blink, you're going to miss them. Look at this, they're so close you can throw a T-tail over them into that first corner as they come back down towards us. We're looking for John O'Hanson on the 57 plate. Cooper Murphy there on the 134. Austin Stronach on the 265. Clint Hanson on the 677. Dylan Enswell on the 137. Rocky Branks on the 133. And Ollie Norris on the 101. Into that last corner they go. They're coming back down towards me now as it's splits out a little bit. It's going to be all over the rover. All there. That's going to be John O'Hanson taking out race number 23. 14 boys.
Stronach for your 2 and Hanson for your 3.
And here we go, those that should know better. It's a 30 plus male, 20 inch with Scott Murphy out of Christchurch on the 135. Remembering these guys have got to hit work tomorrow. Daniel McClinley out of Cromwell on the NZ5. Hunter Bird on the 111 plate. Somebody called the Holy Set of Dunedin. Cameron Kay on the 130 plate from North Canterbury. The 130 from Katanga to the. That's Sean McKinley. Don't get confused. James Scott there out of ALX, the local rider on the 477. As we got into the last straight, we're looking for Kane Shuttleworth on the 613 out of South from the 57 plate from Nelson. Randy Rogers, but that one is going to be taken out all day long. It is none other than Cameron Kay.
Give Scott a round of applause as he comes down the last straight. Tell you what, it's not easy when you come down on those corners.
Into the work that they go. 15 boys, race number 25, Blake Glover, Red Collie, Reed McDonald, Lucas Lang, Liam King, Austin Warren as they come back down. Looks like there's a battle on for 1 and 2. I can't tell that changing faster than days in the week here. Into the second corner they go. It's going to be a rider at Katanga, so I'm going to call it Blake Glover. He's got his nose out front just by a hair, maybe, hopefully. If you look for his mate there, Reed McDonald possibly sitting on the 3. Here we go. What can Ted Collie do? Has he got anything in the bag? Can he pull out a magic trick? I don't know. As go across that line, that was pretty close. Blake Glover, Ted Collie taking it out with Reed McDonald at Katanga in the 3. Into the work that they go. We're back to our 16 plus female 20 inch. This is moto number 1. That is round 1 plus VNU BMX. We got the race number 26, Holly Automata, Alex, the local lass there on the 57. You can see her in the green and black plaid shirt. The checkers all day long. We got Ada Beg out of Katanga from the 116, Tessa McNaught there on the 203 out of Southland, Piper Lambeth from Alex on the 809. We're looking for 172 of Alina Steffman and Destiny Stewart on the 828. Pushing hard out of Dunedin, she is, as they cross the line there for race number 26, 16 plus, female 20 inch. Here at the Mainland South Regional Champs, brought to you by BMX New Zealand. Into the work that we go. This is going to be fast and furious, and look at them go. I'll tell you what, snap, crackle, pop into that first, looking for the whole shot. We got Deacon McCormick there on the 275 out of Dunedin. This is an all Dunedin affair by the looks. Mason Joel Guzman, Jacob Shaw, Cameron Lang, Ben Shaw. I'll tell you what, Ben James and Lachlan McKinley busting it hard for Cromwell. That looks like it's going to be a Dunedin rider out the front, into it for sure. Deacon McCormick, we're looking for him on the 275. Is that him out the front? I can't make it out from here. Mason Joel Guzman, as they crossed the line, it was Deacon McCormick, Jacob Shaw, Mason Joel Guzman, Ben James, Ben Shaw, Cameron Lang, and Lachlan McKinley. That was race 27. Here we go. That rest of the wicket on these girls. I don't know what they did wrong, but this is race number 28 for some of them. They are into the work a couple of times today. We got out of Southland on the NZ2 there. You can see her, Lindy McCullum with Anna McCabe on the 832 from Southland in there too. Last year, just Kelly Miller on the 120 plate in the mix with the 100 plate. That's Lily Henderson out of Cromwell. She's in the mix as well, but as they go into that final corner, it looks like it's going to be Southland's NZ2, and she's NZ2 for a reason. That's Cindy McCullum pushing hard, but there's a battle on there. We've got a Southland rider. That's Anna McCabe hanging on for the 2 with Kelly getting the 3 bubble ups. Another gate here of 13 to 15 girls. This is race number 29 as we get down close and personal into the first corner. That's an epic shot there out of a whole shot. Look at that. Quinn Lindsay from Cromwell on the 793. Eliza Bird there on the 117 underneath number 134. Closer to Isla Harper on the North Canterbury on 272 and the 999 plate of ALX Sophia there. As they come back down towards us now, we're going to look to see into that last quarter they go. Flying through there. Cromwell rider though sitting in the 2. That's probably going to be Quinn Lindsay in the 2 as we look to see Eliza Bird. She took the 1. Both of her grabbing the 3 as we round out race number 29, 13 to 15 girls. Mainland South Regional Champs. Here we go. We're into it again. This is hectic. Here we got race number 30, 11 to 12 cruiser mix. That's Fletcher Kahapura on the 358 out of Katangata, but it looks like that Hayden McKenzie out of Christchurch on the 182 got the whole shot, but he went too high. That must have been Fletcher Kahapura, I reckon, sneaking in below him, or was it the 357 of Adi Kahapura out of Katangata? We've got Abby Barrington there, though. She's showing the only girl there mixing it up with the boys on the NZ3 out of Sunset Coast, but she's no slouch. She's in behind there. Adam McKenzie looking like he's sitting in the 2 into that last corner. As we go back down, our track stars rider there in the 3, pushing hard across the finish line for our 11 to 12 cruiser mix. That was none other than Fletcher Kahapura. Here they go, nice and fast and furious. It's race number 31, 13 to 14, Cruiser Male, Cooper Murphy on the 134 to Christchurch. He's off to a cracker start with his Cromwell rider, the 300 plate of Carter Simmons in there too. Down Eden's 229, that is none other than Quint Parker, Maxwell Morris on the 200 at Cromwell. He's in the mix there too. And Barrington on the NZ6 out of Sunset Coast, looking for a spot. Christchurch is 136, that's Nixon Murphy. As they come back down with us, looking pretty civilised from the moment into the last corner to go. They're sure not cruising, I tell you. That's your 13 or 14 males. We're still in Motor 1. This is race number 31. As they cross the line there, it is none other than Darryl Ranford walking up the second corner. Look at that athlete of a man as he comes back towards us here in the commentary tower. Oh, race number 32, I tell you, 8 to 10 cruiser mix. We're looking at the quality, not the quantity on this one. And that fast and the furious out of Cromwell there, you can see into the whole shot he goes, even faster than the Windmill and Hurricane. That is none other than Frank Waters, Woody Murphy there out of Christchurch in the mix on the 137. The Christchurch, this is a Christchurch club belt on the 218. We've got James Bell out of Christchurch and Glenn Rafe. He's there on the 178 out of Christchurch. Going back down towards us now, but the Cromwell rider, like a seagull being like a hot chip being chased down by a pack of seagulls. There they go into the work. They come flying around that last corner. It is going to be a Cromwell rider, the 618. That's Frank Waters. He's going to take it out as we cruise through race number 32, 8 to 10, cruiser mixed. Oh, big boys on there, big toys. We got the Scott Murphy there on the 135. He got off to a cracker start there in Christchurch. Who's going to hang? We've got Big D making a move. Here we go. There it is. It's Derek Jolker's mother. Like he might have got the 1. Oh, but he's on the O2, so don't get yourself confused. Peter Jeffcoat on the 4-3 out of Southland. North Canterbury's 27. That's 27-0. That's Justin Harper. Ringing what you said at Nelson on the triple settlement. It looks like it's going to be Big D at the moment. Come out of the last corner. Can Scott Murphy do anything there? Has he got any magic in his legs? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Big D's going to hang on to it as they cross the line. We're going to have to go upstairs. But I've had it and got authority. That was Derek Joggers, man, taking out the one in race number 33. Race number 34, 35 to 49, Cruiser Mixed. It's Rachel Rogers there on the 735. Adam Nelson, Cameron Kay from North Canterbury on the 130 plate. Alina Kennard on the 414 out of Southwood. Christchurch's Nigel Drake there on the 177. Coming back down towards us now, though. It's going to be Cameron Kay, I'd imagine, into that corner. Look at him smoothing around there. Fast and a smooth thing, I should say. Not fast and a fast thing. That is the 130 plate of Cameron Kay there from North Christchurch. Nigel Raff on the 2 on the 177. Rachel Rogers there, Nelson hanging in for a spot. And Southland's Helena Kennard there on the 414. Moving through as we round out race number 34, 35 to 49, Cruiser Mix. Gate dropping now there on race number 35, 15 to 24, Cruiser Mixed. It's Hamish Earl on the 270 plate. Cromwell to a good start. He's got Jacob Shaw to the 883. It looked like it might have been Jacob Shaw actually get the whole shot. Rating came from Cromwell there on the 646. Liam came on the 146 out of Cromwell as well. With Destiny Stewart, Euro 8 out of Dunedin. But it looks like it's going to be Jacob Shaw out the front at the moment. He's just cruising around, literally cruising on the Cruiser. Now, for those of you that don't know, Cruisers is a 24-inch wheel type instead of the 20-inch of the other BMXs, so that's what makes the Cruiser slightly bigger wheel type. And for many riders, not all of them, but for many riders, like Jacob Shaw there crossing the line first, race number 35, this will be double classic, which means he's racing both. So their legs will be burning. Back up on the gate, talking about burning, here we go. This is, I'll tell you what, the class to watch, 50 plus, Cruiser Mainland into the work they go. Two abreast, who's going to get it? We're looking for the whole shot. That could be Shane Parker there. It looks like it might have been the Dunedin rider, Craig Barrington on the 305 out of Sunset Coast. Just dropping there into third with Adam Cook on the 171 on the North Coast, Canterbury. He's in the mix, North Avon Christchurch. That's Roy leaning on the 479. He's coming around the corner too. Craig Barrington hanging on to the 2. That's going to be Shane Parker out the front. Adam Cook in the 3 at the moment. What can they do? The 2 South Islanders, anything they can do to get that North Islander in behind them, they'll make a move. There we get there. Adam Cook, got anything left in your legs? Not quite, son, as they cross the line for race number 36. And that brings us to what I believe is the end of Moto 1, or round 1 as we call it. We're back up on the gate at the moment with our none other than our Sprockets 5 and under as they come back down towards us now. We're looking for Elijah Thompson there in plate number 450 out of Kaitangata, Colton Ray from the 827 out of Christchurch, 802 North Canterbury, Thea Hansen, Lucas Williamson on the 806 there out of North Christchurch, Alex's 952, that's Nicky McKay, Lynn Kimpton on the 807 out of North Canterbury. As they come back down towards us there, that looks like it was Colton Ray out the front at the moment, but these are participation classes as we get them used to racing. It's all about the skills of this age group, and I'll tell you what, some of them have the skills to pay the bills as they cross the finish line in front of what can only be described as an epic crowd here in Alex for the Mainland South Regional Champs, brought to you live on our YouTube channel, thanks to BMX New Zealand. I'm going to call this is race number 41. We're into moto number 2, so round number 2. This is a game of Sprocket 6 mix. That's boys and girls together. It's Benji Tither out on the 951, the local rider out of Alex, George Clapperton from Alex, again on the 956, Cromwell's 805, that's Amelia Miller. Cromwell's Rushbook, sorry, on the 250 plates in there, alongside Evie Campbell on the 454 out of Alex as well. Looks like we might have got a rider down in the first corner, but that will be tough here in the south, and all these riders hail from the Mainland South region, no doubt. They'll be back up and bouncing soon. But there we go. Benji Titler on the 951. George Clapton out of Alex on the 956. Amelia Miller on the 805. Bo Rushbrook on the 250. Evie Campbell on the 454 out of Alex. Rounding out race number 41. Sprockets 6 mix.
Sit. Up here, Ryder. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Here we go. That is dropped. It is into it. They're going hard and fast as they come back down towards us now. We're going to see who's who in the zoo. We've got a number of riders out there, including a rider out of ALX. That we're going to look to see if we can't quite make the plate. But we can see 3 Cromwell riders in the mix there too. So we're looking for Riley Reid on the 259, Jackson McLeod on the 787 out of Cromwell, Emma Bell from Christchurch on the 826, Spencer White on the 457 out of ALX, and Elias Waters on the 252 out of Cromwell. Here we go, it's an ALX rider out the front. That must be Spencer White. Cromwell in the 2, 3 and 5 position. 5 position, I can't count on a Sunday morning. As we're calling it, across the line they go for race number 42's Navigator Squad at 6 mix here at the Mainland South Regional Champs. How we're getting fancy with the footage in 9 cameras, but as the gates drop, this is our first race. This is race number 43. This is going to be none other than 8 boys, 8 out of the gate. Here they go, Reed Kempton on the 996 out of North Christchurch, Marco McLeod, Sebastian Martin on the 108 out of North Christchurch squad, Reed Kempton on the 996, he's busting a move, Marco McKay out of ALX on the 963, Hunter May there sitting out of ALX on the 123 from Will 78 out of Cooper Duggan, Halawateri on the 666 out of Dunedin. Now look at this, it's a battle line for 2 and 3 into the last corner, but it looks like one of our riders, North Christchurch out the front, North Canterbury, out the front. As they come back down, the battle's on for 2 and 3. North Canterbury having a crack. Oh, not quite reducing the legs. As we can see, Reed Kempton taking that one out with Marco McKay, Sebastian Martin, 2 and 3. Gates dropping now on another gate of 8 boys. This is race number 44. This is moto number 2. Second round it is. It's Christchurch's win rate on the 178 into the work early. Is he going to get the whole shot? Looks like he might have. Mac Naylor out of ALX on the 964, the local rider there, the 785 from Cromwell. That's Freddie Cole. Lee Buchanan on the 523 out of Southland, the 777 plate of ALX on Oliver McLeod. Into the work they go, coming back down towards us now though, as they can. We look to see we can make out the ALX rider sitting in the 2 spot. I'm going to take it, that's Mac Naylor having a crack. Cromwell rider there, is that Freddie Cole? We're going to look to see as they come around that last corner into the finish straight, as they cross that finish line. For weights number 44, it is going to be a rider out of Christchurch, the 178 Quinn Raff, and Mac Naylor taking the 2. Oh, can't look down for too long because they're going again. It's our 8 to 9 girls. This is none other than race number 45, sorry, things popping up all over the place here at the moment. Winnie Murphy out of Christchurch on the 137, Mihi Naylor on the 960 plate, having a crack too, out of ALX there, the local rider. Freya Paulson on the Christchurch rider on the SI3, that's South Island title plate number 3, Caleb Macron on the 245, out of Dunedin, Kai Tangata 757, that's Matika Hukura having a go, Polly on the 533 out of Southland, 613 out of Southland, that's Alvaro Buchanan, and Caitlin Sinclair from Southland on the 532, rounding us out for race number 45. And as we get next, it's race number 46. The Commissary's going to rock it up, that's for sure. We're into it. It's 9 boys, Rich Naval, Parker Minahari, Ryan Intel, Archie Walker, Byron Tate, Cooper Rushbrook, Spencer Morton, James Bell. Into the second straight they go. We're looking to see we've got riders from ALX, Dunedin, Cromwell, Kai Tangata, and Christchurch here as they come back round into the last corner. This is pretty close and pretty fast. They're going along like a bat out of hell. Into it, they go across the finish line. We look to see that is your rider coming out of. No, a bit slower. Archie Walker, there we go, out of Cromwell. Into race number 47, another gate of 10 boys, motor number 2. Aiden Wilson looking like he might have got into the work early out of Cromwell, but Cromwell rider Frank Waters might be into the whole shot there on the 2.3 and making some moves. Noah Lindsay on the 577 out of Cromwell having a go. Jihu Bong out of Christchurch on the 956. He's in the pack there too alongside his right, the rider Bogoff out of Dunedin on the 647, the local land, Dylan Block on the 61 out of ALX, and Lockie Sinclair on the 458 out of Southland having a go here for race number 47. As they come down, it's going to be the Cromwell rider. I'm going to say Frank Waters taking the 1 for race number 47. 10 boys, thanks to BMX New Zealand, we're at the Mainland South Regional Champs. Into it though, they go early. We're going to have Cromwell versus Tai Tangata. Yeah, Tai Tangata got the whole shot there. Is that going to be Roman Thompson? I don't know. Time will tell, but William Lyons out of Alex is in the mix too. On the 258, Angus Morgan Morris, sorry, can't get that one out of the 787. He's at Cromwell. Henry Bullen from Southland on the 19 plate. 8 Blair on the 530 plate. He's having a crack from Southland. And Ollie Shuttleworth out of Southland on the 140 plate. The riders from Southland making their way up to Alex, but here we go. It's going to be the local rider out of Alex. It's going to probably be William Lyons there. It sure is on the 258, taking out race number 48. 10 boys, motor number 2. Just after 48 comes 49. This is our 10 girls. Bobby Stevens, Alana White, Daisy Ellison, Georgia Sycamore. I tell you what, these girls are flying. Look how close it is. The battle for 2 and 3 is on. Like Donkey Kong, down the second straight they come towards me now. One more rider at the front. I'm going to call it's going to be the NZ6 of Bobby Stevens. Alana White, the ALX rider there in the 81 plate. I tell you what, if I've got it wrong, let me know. Daisy Ellison on the 128 plate, looking like she's in the third spot. It sure is getting a bit of a wobble on and funky of it. Down the third straight, Georgia Sycamore on the 929 out of Southland. Having a crack, there we go though, but it's going to be a Cromwell rider. Bobby Stevens on the NZ6 taking out the one. And that's race 49, 10 girls. Out on the track though, it's the next set of 10 girls. This is race number 50, Cromwell rider. I tell you, there must be something in the water down there. And as we've got the Southland rider there, that's Eliza Jeffcoat. She's having a crack too in the number 2 spot at the moment. But I think it's Isla Reid on the 611. She's out the front from Cromwell having a go. There's out of Southland there on this 822s in the mix with Addison Stevenson, NZ4 out of Cromwell as well. Looks like she might have just gone down, unfortunately. Violet jogging along with 2 out of Alex there, but coming back around us is that Cromwell rider. That's Isla Reid. She's going to have a crack. Eliza Jeffcoat, she's in the number 2 spot as they cross the line for race number 50. 10 girls here at the Mainland South Regional Champs. Thanks to MX New Zealand.
Sit. Okay, riders, ready to start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Here we go. There it is, race number 51, legs 11. That's our 11 boys, and look at them go over that first jump. Into the work they go, pushing hard as we look to see who's got the whole shot. It might be Taylor Cron there out of Dunedin. Is it going to be one goes high, one goes low? And it's still thick and fast and furious into that first combat. And back down the ward, just look at those legs go, I tell you. Faster than I can talk. Into the work they go. We're looking for Taylor Cron on the SO4 out of Dunedin. Blake Jenkins on the 143 at Christchurch. Oscar Lynn on the 841 out of Southland. Brian Van Zulen on the 958 out of Southland. Alex's 836 from Sutherland. Richard Kirk on the 358 from Pat Tangata. North Canterbury's 250 POK and Nathan Cook from SIA on North Canterbury as they cross the line for race number 51 there. That is our 11 boys, but we're into it. There's more than one gate of these kids, and here they come back towards us now. Looks like it's going to be a rider. Can't make out that jumper in the sunlight there, but that's okay. You can see the Cromwell jersey in the number 2 spot. Looking for Hudson McConchy on the 772. He's from North Christchurch. Jake Walker, well, like Cromwell on the 253. He could be sitting with the number 2 spot by the looks. Alex's 222 plate. That's Tom Sanders in the mix there too, alongside Olo Ahura on the 456 out of Southland. North Christchurch 271. That's Thomas Harper, Jackson Higgin on the 656. Out of Cromwell again. I'm going to give it across the line. Carson Pollock on the 833. Only just making it across the line as I round out all the names there. Those kids are fast and furious. They are 11 boys. They are starting to get a move on. Well, they're getting a move on. This is race number 53. This is our 11 to 12 girls. Photo number 2. Round 2 blows it on. Sure. Into the work though we go, coming back down towards us now. Look for Skylar Hansen on the 723 from North Christchurch, and then into the number of the 177 we've got there. That's Alex's Ali Campbell, Hattie Barrington from the Sunset Coast. She's throwing it down with the best as well on the NZ2. Southland's Millie McCullen on the 285. As she's looking for Libby McLeod on the 567, the local lass there. As they come back down towards us now, it looks like it's going to be across the finish line. Too easy to call. That there is race number 53. That is Skylar Hansen's. As we get ready to move up to the next one. And here they come, fast and furious. Another gate of 11 to 12 girls. Race number 54, Matilda Norris out the gate, fast and furious. Yes, she's on the NZ5 from North Christchurch. No wonder she's far North Canterbury, I should say. Apologies for that game. Isabella Leake on the 195 out of Christchurch going hard. Kate Henswell on the 808 out of Dunedin. Amelia Williamson on the 505 from North Christchurch. Oh, Christchurch, I can't get this right today. Even help me, it's North Canterbury and Dunedin's 227. That's Kenzie Parker making a move, but here we go into the last straight. That's all Norris hopefully hanging on for dear life. It looks like it is as they make up this place. Hard to read with the blue and white, but that's okay. That's my problem, not yours. As they cross the line, it is Matilda Norris, Isabella Leach, taking out race number 54, 11 to 12 girls. Into the work though they go, we're back into it here. These are the fast and the furious. It's like 55, it's the track stars. It must be Artie Kohler on the 357, it sure is. Coming back down towards me now though, Hayden McKenzie looking like he's sitting in the 2 on the 182 out of Christchurch. Looking for the 723 out of Kaitanga, so that's Toby Milne, he's in the back of the 2 somewhere. We've also got Jamie Milford out of Southland on the 156, Colin Blair on the 108 out of Southland, the 124 Christchurch. He's always coming back down towards us now. I'm going to call it back to Artie Kohler in the track stars with Hayden McKenzie in behind him on the 2. As they cross the line for race number 55. First gate of 4 boys. And okay, just here comes the 13 boys, race number 56, and into it they go. It's going to be Carter Simmons on the 931, leading out of Cromwell, looking for Sam Brand from Southland on the 609 plate. Harley Shaw on the 847 from Dunedin into the work. At Sun Warren on the 295 out of Christchurch's Dunedin's 118. That's Jeff Robert, Logan Birch on the 630 out of North Christchurch. Here we go, Southland sitting in the 2 spot. I saw Sam Brand in the Southland, the Splinters jumpers coming around as they cross the finish line for race number 56. That was Carter Simmons on the 931. John Cromwell. Here we go, another gate of 13 boys. It's race number 57. Jesse Surgeon out faster than a fasting on the 32-4 from North Haven Christchurch. Had a golf on the 112 out of Dunedin. Cromwell 683. That's Nixon Wallet. That Glover there, this is a stack modder on the 140 plate out of Kaitanga. Nelson 792, that White Papa Rogers, Mason Jeff Code on the 257 out of Southland. Here we go though, Fast and Furious coming back down towards me now. Who's it going to be? Into the last corner they go. We make it a Cromwell rider in the 3. That must be Nixon Wallach as they come back flying down. Is it going to be Jesse Sturgeon across the line first there? It sure is on the 324. North Haven Christchurch, that's race number 57, 13 boys. And there we go, back into it. Looks like a Cromwell rider. Too close to full. Maxwell Morris out of Cromwell having a crack, but that might have been Braden Big from. Oh, no, it is. Back out the front. Maxwell Morris didn't quite get the whole shot. Black got his nose out in front again. Like Tangatha's Braden Big on the 225 sitting in there alongside looking for Nixon Murphy on the 136. Barrington the 305 at the Sunset Coast. He could be there, have a quick crack there as we look for Mason McLeod on the 771. And Alex, oh, there we go. Look at that. Maxwell Morris, Flynn Barrington having a cracker stretch over the finish line. Race number 59 is faster and already into it. It's 14 boys. John Hanson on the 57 plate, and I think Cooper Murphy on the 134 from Christchurch. But looking to see who's out the front. North Canterbury 677. That's Brooklyn Hanson, Austin Stronach on Christchurch's 264. Don Entor on the 137 out of Dunedin Southland. 133 represent Rocky Brains. There we go. Ollie Norris coming around the corner on the 101 from North Canterbury, but out the front they go. It looks like it's going to be John O'Hanson's race. That's race number 59, and it sure was 14 boys. Slowing it down a little bit there for me, or was it for the riders? This is our 30 plus male 20 inch. It's race number 16, photo number 2, and they're into it, I tell you. As we look to see, getting up and up close and personal here. Sneaky under the bottom there. Like a 30 is not in the undercut. These boys would know all about that. Daniel McKinley on the NZ5 out of Cromwell. Spot Murphy on the 134 from Christchurch. Cameron Kay on the 130 from North Canterbury. Look at this too close to call. We've got Hunter Bird on 111 plate out of Dunedin. The 130 Kaitanga to a rider there. That's Sean McKinley. Kane Shuttleworth on the 613 out of Southland. Alex's 477 of James Cobb and Randy Rogers out of Nelson. Rounding us out for race 60, 30 plus male 20 inch. Boys to men, I tell you, these guys are fast and furious. They are pedaling like a men possessed. Into the work, Zed Collie, nice and fast, set 581, they're coming through. Up and high. No wonder in a Kaitanga, so I'm going to say that's Blake Glover pushing them in there. Yeah, Blake battling a bar into the second quarter they go. Looks like Zed might have got nose out front. So who goes high, who goes low, but Reed McDonald out of Kaitanga, so he's in there too as those two battle it out of the front there. Lucas Lang, Liam King, Coastland Warren coming back through, but this is going to be too close to call. Zed College, Blake Glover pushing hard. That one is going up the scores, I tell you. I'm not going to call it, but the TV just did. Zed College took it out with Blake Glover in the 2. Here we go, female 16 plus 20 inch race number 62, thanks to BMX New Zealand, brought to you live on YouTube. Well, unless you're watching the replay, it won't be live, but you know what I mean. Only Oldham on the 57 played out of Alex Big from Kaitanga on the 116. Tessa McNaught on the 230 played out of Southland. Parker Lambert on the 809 from Alex. Destiny Stewart's on the 828 out of Dunedin, but coming back down towards us now, it is the 57 plate, the recognisable, the unmistakable, that Holly Oldham. She takes us round the corner. This is her home track. She knows it better than a better thing. As she crosses the line here for race number 62. This number 63 comes up with that one, I guess, and this is our 16 to 24 mile. These guys are flying faster than a rocket to the moon. Into the work they go. Look at this. It's black and fast. These aren't boys. These are definitely men. As they come back down, Deacon McCormick, though, he's got himself out in the front, I think, the 275 plate. We've got Jacob Shaw. He's out of Dunedin on the 883. Dean Shaw, he's on the 196 out of Dunedin. Dean James on the 806. Mason Doggersman on the 129. Cameron Lang on the 802. Lachlan McKinley on the 108. As we cross the finish line there, that was your role, Deacon McCormick. As I called it on the 275. Jacob Shaw on the 2. As we move along, it's race number 64, 13 to 15 girls. Into the work they go. Eliza Berto out of Dunedin on the 117. Is she going to hang on to the whole shot? Oh, too hard for me to tell from my angle. Quinn Lindsay on the 793. She's in the mix there too, though. As we look to see, that's a Cromwell rider. It looks like she's sitting in the 3 at the moment. Cindy McCullen, the NZ2. She's from Southland. Hahura on the 134 out of Southland as well. Making a move as we come around. A Cromwell rider's on 3. I can tell you that much for free. As they come back towards us, it looks like it's all. Oh, no, I'm never going to get it. But I'll tell you what, Scores is going to tell me because Eliza Burke got the 1. Race number 65, this is another gate of, a gate of 13 to 15 girls. It's on McCabe on the 832 out of Sutton into her work early, and she's hung onto the whole shot with Isla Harper there out of North Canterbury on the 272. Is she still in the mix? I don't know, too hard to tell. But she's got Kelly Mellor all over her back wheel on the 120 plate. That's Kelly Mellor from Christchurch. Lee Henderson there on the 100 plate. And Cromwell on Alex's own Sophia Deere on the 999 plate. She's in the mix there too. As they look coming through into the work they go, it looks like it's going to be the on McCabe out of Southland in the 1. And that must mean Isla Harper in the 2, Kelly Mellor in the 3 for race number 65, Moto number 2. As we're back up on the gate, you can see this stunning day in the beautiful south. Up on the gate now, race number 66, 11 to 12, Cruiser Mail. What do you live by BMX New Zealand?
Riders ready, watch the gate.
There we go. It has started. Fletcher Kura on the 358 out of Kaitanga. Into the work early they go. Flying through, Artie Kura on the 357 out of Kaitanga as well. Hayden McKenzie on the 182 from Christchurch. NZ3s. Sunset Coast. Addie Barrington, she's in there too. You've got how's it going to be the drive home to Kaitanga though with the Kuras there pampling it out 1 and 2. Yes, that's anybody's game though. It looks like Hayden McKenzie snuck himself out into the number 2 spot as we come back down. We're going to see who's who in the zoo. Trying to make out the plate numbers as they cross the line there. It's going to be number 1. It's going to be Fletcher Kura. As we cross the line for race number 66. Race number 67 is already underway. That's our 13 to 14 Cruiser Mail. This is Moto 2. That's round 2. For those of you new to the world of BMX, it's Cooper Murphy making a move on the 134. He's out of Christchurch for Carl Simmons on the 300 plate from Cromwell. Gwen Parker out of Dunedin on the 229s. Twice. Oh my goodness, so wrong. Sunset Coast, NZ6, Finn Barrington in the mix. Christchurch just 136. Finn Murphy, Maxwell Morris on the 200 plate. Out of Cromwell, pushing hard as they come around into that last corner. We're going to see them moving down as they cross the line for the on the 4th time today. And that is going to be Cooper Murphy taking out race number 67. Race number 68 is underway already with its 4 riders. We're looking at the quality of them here. And this is our peak to 10 Cruiser mix. And look at them go. Cromwell out in the front by a long shot. That must be Frank Waters, but he's being chased down. I tell you what, he's being hunted by a pack of wolves, and that pack of wolves is from Christchurch, made up of Woody Murphy on the 137, One Rafe on the 178, the 218 of James Bell also in that thick of it. But here we go, Frank Waters is putting the pedal down. He doesn't want to be caught by the wolf pack. Into the work they go, down this kind of last straight, into the last corner he goes. Frank Waters out of Cromwell, he's sitting on the 618 plate. He's going to make the move and take it home. Nice and cruisy on the pink bike. Well, I shouldn't say cruisy because they were flying across the line. For race number 68. Into it though, big boys on their little toys. Into they go. Let's see who's got the whole shot here. I can't make it out. It's going to be high. I want to be on that corner, that's for sure, as we can make out. Southland's Peter Jeffcoat. He's in the number 3 spot at the moment. For Scott Murphy and Cameron Kay on the 135 out of Christchurch and the 140 out of North Canterbury. Randy Rogers out of Nelson. He's in the thick of it too on the 777 plate with Helena Kennard out of Southland on the 414. As they're pushing hard, it is all go today, I tell you. Fun times here in Alex for the Mainland South Regional Champs, brought to you by BMX New Zealand.
Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Into the work they go. This is race number 70, 35 to 49. Cruiser mix. We've got Rachel Rogers there on the 735 in the mix alongside Nice Ray. He's on the 177 out of Christchurch. 270 plate. That belongs to North Canterbury's Justin Harper and the O2. Look at that, the man, the myth, the legend. They call him the Big D out of Dunedin. It's Derek Jolgisma. He's flying through in the white. I tell you, I don't know how he keeps it clean. Into the last corner he goes, rounding us out here for race number 7, 35 to 49, Cruiser Mail.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Into it though now, race number 71, 15 to 24, Cruiser Mix. These kids are going to be flying, and look at this, they are two abreast. Into that last corner there, we got riders out of Cromwell all over the show here. Hamish Earl on the 270 plate, Liam King on the 146 of 646 of Wayland King, followed by a couple of riders out of Dunedin, Jacob Shaw on the 883 and the 08 of Destiny Stewart. Coming back down towards us now into the last corner, they're jumping, they're frolicking, they're getting it all over the place. I tell you, as they come around the corner there, this is race number 71, 15 to 24, Cruiser Mix.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Like I said, this is the one to watch. I tell you, you want to see BMX class in action. This is it. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you get your eyes glued to the screen. This is race number 72, and I believe it's the last of Moto 2. It's our 50-plus Cruiser Mail. Dane Parker there at Dunedin on the 228. Look at him go. Adam Cook from North Canterbury on the 171. Craig Barrington out of the Sunset Coast. He's on the 305. We got North Haven Christchurch's Roy leaning on the 479 plate. Oh, there he is as they come back around the corner. Into the last track they go. The front three getting a power on Roy leaning though. He's like, boys, let's enjoy it. It's Sunday. Let's make the most of it. But that was race number 72, 50-plus Cruiser Mail, and that was the last of Moto 2. Join us shortly as we head up to the gate and get ready for Moto number 3. That's round 3, thanks to BMX New Zealand. Bringing it to you live on our YouTube channel. Make sure you jump in the comments, leave some posts. Let's see if we can respond.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, my friends, how are ya? You're doing awesome. You are going to be named Nico! Where is Nico? Hang on, I'm waiting for Nico first. Up there. Nico! Make one, please. Good lad.
As they make their way up to the gate, there we go. Our volunteers doing a great job out on the track. There we go, our little sprocket rockets. See how organised here as we jump into, we're into Moto 3. Rockets 5 and under. If you happen to be in YouTube land, make sure you jump on the channel, leave a comment. Tell you what, I hope Mum and Dad are feeding these kids plenty of ice cream, getting in, splashing the cash here, so putting Alex BMX hot. And the gate is dropped. It's all go, I tell you, from Alex. That's the local rider. That is the 952 plate if you're looking for them. And that is Nico McKay. He's a busting the move there is Nico. Taya Hansen out of North Canterbury on the 802 plate alongside Nate Diaz made a spin. Kempton on the 807, North Canterbury rider as well, the 827 plate. That belongs to Christchurch's own Colton Rafe. Elijah Thompson out of Kaitanga on the 450 plate. Busting the move, Lucas Williamson on the 806. From North Christchurch, North Canterbury. I will get it eventually, but you can tell the Christchurch club colours there. I'm going to call it. That's Colton Rafe on the 827 out the front. We've got an Alex rider there. That would be Nico McKay in the mix of it too. Coming back down that finish straight. This week for the third time today, the legs will be burning. But no doubt, so will the sugar be working as they cross the line for race number 76 here. Sprockets 5 and under. This is moto number 3. Into the work though we go. We've got Sprocket 6 next. This is Evie Campbell. Home track. She's on the 454. What's got Spencer White there in the 457. Out raining out of Alex at the club we're at the moment, hosting the Mainland South Regional Champs. Brought to you live by BMX New Zealand. We've got Riley Reid on the 259 from Cromwell just around the corner. The 250 plate belongs to Bo Rushbrook out of Cromwell as well, just around the corner alongside the 787 out of Jackson McCoy. Coming back down towards us, no, the 2 ALX riders out the front though. That's Evie Campbell on the 454 and Spencer White on the 457, taking it home at their home track. Cromwell riders chasing them down, I tell you, to be like a local club night, I'm sure, out there in Alex. Beautiful day as the gate has dropped on race number 7 yet. This is another gate of Sprocket 6 mix. Look at the colour coordination into the rider into the whole shot. That's looking for the 826 plate. That is the 828 plate. That is the 826 plate. I can't make this out. There we go, come back around towards us now. That looks like it might be Emma Bell. Eliza Waters on the 252 out of Cromwell, alongside her mate on the 805 out of Cromwell. That's Amelia Miller. The 2 local riders, the 951, that's Benji Tiller and George Clapperton out of Alex on the 956, busting the move as we come back around the corner into the final straight. They're making their way down. The gate has dropped already. I tell you, no rest for the wicked here. When I find that commissaire, I'm going to let them know to give me a break. It is race number 79. It's 8 boys, but apparently it's not all about me today. It's about the riders out there at the moment, and into the whole shot they go. Is that Sebastian Martin out of North Canterbury on the one away to Marco McKay on the 963 from Alex, the local man, knows the track well. But we're looking for Arlo Wateri on the 606 out of Dunedin in North Canterbury 996. That belongs to Lee Kempton, the local lad there on the 777 plate, Oliver McLeod. He's looking for a piece of the pie too. As they come into that, look at that manual into the last corner. Round the corner they go, across the tabletop, brilliant tabletop, pedal across to that, into the manuals on the home straight. Oh, the rollers chuck a manual in. That was Red Kempton from North Canterbury. The gate is dropped now. This is race number 80. It's a gate of 8 boys, and look at them go, throwing their head around. Quinn Rafe on the 178. I believe that might be there, looking for the whole shot. Coming back around towards us now from Alex, though, the 123 plate. Just get out of my way. This is my track. It's Hunter May busting a move there alongside Cromwell 785, Freddie Cole. We've got another local rider in the form of the 964. That's Matt Naylor from Alex. Cooper Duggan on the 788 from Cromwell having a crack. Southlands 523. That's LB Buchanan looking for a piece of the pie as they come back down towards us into the last straight, rounding past the Volunteers, spraying down the track on a scorcher summer day down in the beautiful city of Alex. Bottom of the South Island, I'll tell you, but it's not going to be anybody's game. Into the work they go. It's race number 81. Back to it. It's the 89 girls, 20 inches. Motor number 3, flying along. This is going pretty quick for us today. Willie Murphy on the 137. She's from Christchurch. Marley, neighbour on the 960, the local lass out of Alex. The SR3 belongs to Freya Pawson from Christchurch. The 1757 belongs to Lottie Kahapura out of Kaipangata. Southlands 532, that's Caitlin Sinclair alongside Brooke Holly on the 533, out of Southland alongside Zara Buchanan on the 613. Also from Southland, looking for the 245, Caitlin Cron, she's from Dunedin. As we cross the line though, that is Winnie Murphy taking out race number 81. 82 is coming in thick and fast behind them there as we see our commissaires. I'm going to have a word with that man, Mr. Shaw. He's coming back down fast and furious around that corner. Look how tight it is. Hanging on, look at the skills. I tell you, Alberto bar to bar in that first corner, that flying it down like a wet towel over a bunch of dishes. Into it they go back down towards me though. Parker Minahari out of Alex on the 286. Archie Walk on the NZ5 from Cromwell. Rich Naylor on the 451 from Alex. Ryan Paul on the NZ1 out of Dunedin. Cooper Rushbrook. 934 from Cromwell. Byron Tate. The 999 plate there out of Cromwell. Kaitanga to Spencer Morton on the 291 and James Bell from Coach to the 18. Oh, he must have heard me and slowed it. Oh, no, spoke too soon. It's race number 83. William Lyons from Alex. He knows that gate well and shows it hard. 258 plate is all go. 253 from Cromwell. That's Frank Waters. Jihu Hong out of Christchurch. So, I almost thought I saw somebody coming up too high. Noah Lindsay on this 577. Having a crack too from Cromwell. Ollie Shuttleworth on 140 out of Southland. 458 out of Southland. Lockie Sinclair. Look at them go. I tell you, Cromwell rider at the front. I'm going to call it Frank Waters. That kid's been busting the move out the front all day long. Looks like an Alex rider having a crack there into the number 2 spot to get between the other Cromwell rider, Noah Lindsay. So it's going to be Frank Waters taking the one. William Lyons looking like spot 2 out of Alex and Noah Lindsay hanging on for 3. That was race number 83 brought to you on live on air. Thanks to DMX New Zealand. We're into it though. Don't mix your words because they're throwing them down. Team boys here and into the work they go. Race number 84, Angus Morris. Looking like he might have got the whole shot, but he's got company all over his back. Well, a couple of riders there from Taitangata into the mix. Looks like they've got the 1 and 2. Well, one of them does. One of them's from Dunedin. Get yourself right, for instance. I think there might be Bo Goff on the 647. Adam Wilson from Taitanga from 288 in the mix there too. Henry Bulling from South number 19 alongside the 61 plate of the local lad Dylan Rob Nates Blair out of South in the 530 plate. And Taitanga is Roman Thompson on the 842. But it's going to be a Cromwell rider. But looks that must be Angus Morris taking the 1 as they cross the finish line for race number 84. Into the window, it's 85 as that comes up ready for Isla Reid from Cromwell on the 611 plate. I tell you what, well, let's look for the Southland rider there because this is a Cromwell all-day affair. Bobby Stevens on your NZ6, Addison Stevens. This is a stacked moto. Stacked gate, I tell you, NZ4's Cromwell, Addison Stevenson, Daisy Ellison, out of Cromwell on the 128 with Southland's 929, Georgia Sycamore hanging in there for Southland. As they come back around the corner, that's going to be Isla Reid into the home straight first down over the tabletop. Look at that go. Watch the skills now down the rhythm section across the finish line. All too easy for Isla Reid. Taking out race number 85. Into it, work off to the next tabletop. That's the first one. This is our team girls, race number 86. Out of Southland having a crack though. Alex's 81 plate of Elena White. Violet job on the 912 from Alex 2. Here we go though. Eliza Jeffcoat out of Southland on 357. We can see them making the move up the jersey out of Southland. Great when riders use the club jerseys. Makes it nice and easy for me because I'm struggling to tell what the flats are, as you can see. But that's not about me. It's Te Tuhura having a crack though out of Southland. Oh, look at that. That was some riding. Pushing people up into corners. This is, you would not be thinking this was our 10 girls. They're getting out there and getting aggressive. That was Te Tuhura. Race number 86. It's our 11 boys now. Legs 11. Look at this go into the whole shot. Oh, too high, too low. This is where it's all about local knowledge. And that was Flynn Sutherland, I reckon, on the 836. He knew that track, knew the line. Fletcher Kotura there out of Taitangata. He wants to get back into it. Or was that Fletcher? I'm trying to make those plays out with 384. No, 358. That might be Fletcher out the front. Jack Wallach from Cromwell on 253. Hugo Ham, the 250. Olo Fudura on the 456. Jackson Dean on the 66. Thomas Hart on the 271. Some power from the 833, but it was Fletcher Kotura taking that race out. Race number 88, don't be late. It's our 11 boys. They're flying. Hudson Aponchi on the 772. He's having a real good crack at it with Taylor Cron. Making a move on the east side. 4 out of Dunedin. Todd Sanders on the top of 2 plate. Local out of ALX. 9 flyback from Southland. Ryan Van Zulen. Moss kicking. McKeelan having a look there as I'm getting distracted all over the place. The 841 from Southland. The 143 at Christchurch. That's like King. I think we might be missing one. Hopefully they're okay, but into the last straight they go. Line back down towards us now as we'll look to try. They're pumping down that rhythm straight. That was too hard to see. Here we go though, not too hard to see. Race number 89 has started. That's our 11 to 12 girls here in Southland at the Alex BMX Club. It is Skylar Hansen on the 723 from North Canterbury. She's having a good crack. Mila McCullen out of Southland. She's in the mix there too, though, on the 285. I'm not going to give it up easily. Amelia Williamson on the 505 in North Canterbury. Dunedin's Kinsey Parker on the 227 with Levin McLeod on the 567, the local lads. As they come back down towards us now, lying along, it looks like they're going to get into their rhythm straight. Nice and easy. As we cross the line, we see Skylar Henderson take the 1 for race number 89. Coming straight in behind them, it's race number 90. This is our 11 to 12 girls. Moto number 3, Matilda Norris having a good crack early on the NZ5, and that's why she's your NZ5. Ellie Campbell, though, out of Alex, the local lad, she knows the track well. That's the 177 plate. If you're looking for her, NZ2, Sunset Coast, Hattie Barrington down from the Big Smoke. Eliza Leach on the 195 out of Christchurch having a crack. Kate Inswell out of Dunedin on the 808. Intwhistle there having a move up the ranks as we go into the last corner. Matilda Norris on your NZ5 of North Canterbury taking the line and crossing the line there for number 1 in race number 90 here in Alex. Into the work though, here we go again, riding on the track start jump up, looks like a Hardy Karakura in the one, Hayden McKenzie no slash off the start, and is in the number 2 spot. Oh, but he might have gone too high there. Tell you what, that's where local knowledge comes in, as we look for Toby Mill from Kaitangata on the 723. He's having a crack alongside 2 riders out of Southland. That's Jerry McCorwick and Cohen Blair on 956 and 180 plates in the 124 though. Let's not forget Price Steve Boyce. He's in the mix there too. Oh, no, maybe it doesn't look like he is actually. But it's going to be Hardy Karakura crossing the line as they round out race number 91. Coming them down forward me, fast and furious. South 13 boys into the work they go. White Papa Rogers though out the gate, faster than a passing there from Nelson. Having a good crack though. Nixon, Warren and Christchurch out of them 295. Dunedin's 118. That's Jeff Robert. Mason McLeod, the local rider on the 771 in the mix. That one's 257 of Mason Jeffcoat. The McDonald just now looks like it's game on, anyone's game. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all Friday. Yes, those are days in the week. But today's Sunday, and today we're on Alex at the Mainland South Regional Champs. Thanks to BMX New Zealand, you're watching us live and free to air on our YouTube channel. By crossing the line there, that's White Papa Rogers from Nelson. From the top of the south to the bottom of the south, he's come and getting his money's worth. Into the screen right now, it's race number 93. This is another game of 13 boys. GC Sturgeon out of North Haven, Christchurch on the 324. Wasn't that long ago we were there for our Mainland, our South Island titles. But we've got Nixon Murphy banging on the door. That's the 136 plate out of Christchurch. Southland 609. You can see that in the 2 spot at the moment. That's Sam Brand, Bryson Begg on Kaitangata on the 225. Kaitangata's 140 plate. That belongs to Sam Glover and Logan Birch, the 630 plate of North Canterbury. Crossing the line there, but that was GC Surgeon out of North Haven, Christchurch, taking that one home. Race number 94, up on the gate. Down it goes, though. It doesn't wait long for anybody. Finn Barrington from the Sunset Coast having a crack in the mix. Carter Simmons, though, having a good start on the 931 out of Cromwell. Maxwell Morris in behind him, not too far. That's the 357 plate. Finn Barrington sitting in the third at the bottom of the hill. Looks like he's making some moves, though, up the ranks. Kano Goff on the 112 out of Dunedin, Nixon Wallach on the 683 out of Cromwell, Carly Shaw on the 847 from Dunedin. Into the work though we go as we come into that second to last corner, flying down the last straight. Here they go, too much, too little, bouncing along. That's going to look like as we cross the line, we confirm that is Carter Simmons in race number 94 for our 13 boys. This is into what comes after 13 boys. Well, I guess it makes sense. It's 14 boys with John O'Hanson from Dunedin having a good crack, too wide in the first corner. This is fast and furious. This is what they made the movie on, I tell you. Austin Stronach on the 264. He's out of Christchurch. He's in the mix there with Cooper Murphy on the 134. Christchurch as well. North Canterbury 677. That's Brooklyn Hanson. Rocky Branks on the 133 out of Southland Dunedin. Dylan Entwistle on the 137. And Ollie Norris from North Canterbury on the 101. But that race is going to belong to none other than John Hanson. Race number 95, that is. That's 14 boys. And then behind them, though, I tell you, big boys on little toys. Into the work they go early. Scott Murphy looking like he might have got to work in early, but he's gone too high. Who went low? I don't know. I couldn't make it out because we've got Hunter Britton for the 1 plate. From Dunedin on the North Canterbury's Cameron Kay on the 130. We've got Sean McKinley on the 130 plate too, but don't panic here from Kaitangata. We know that. Kane Shuttleworth from the 613 out of Southland. James Grubb on the 477 from Alex. Randy Rogers coming around the corner with 47 plate out of Nelson. And NZ Pilots from Dylan McKinley, unfortunately not in the mix today, but it was Scott Murphy taking the one on race number 96. I'll tell you, jumping all over the place now with the age groups. It's our 15 boys, race number 97, Blake Robert from Kaitangata getting into the work early, looking like he might have got the whole shot too, as he's being chased down by Zed Coley on the 589. Kaitangata, Reed McDonald on the 903, he's still in the thick of it somewhere. Lucas Lang on the 157 from Dunedin, 297 at a Christchurch. That's Holston Warren and Liam King on the 146 at a Cromwell. But here we go, Kaitangata out the front. That must be Blake Glover hanging on. What can Zed Coley do around the corner? These guys have been going bar to bar, tongue to tongue. Positions changing like days in the week, but it's going to be Blake Glover taking the one on race number 97. And then thick and fast behind them, it's our 16 plus female 20 inch, and these girls are flying with none other than the local lass. The 57 plate, that is your Holly Oldham. He's down. She knows this track. She could do this track with her eyes closed, but Ada Big behind her from Kaitangata on the 166, Tessa McNaught, 203, that's from Southland, Piper Lambert on the 809, out of ALX, another local lass, Destiny Stewart on the 828 from Dunedin, rounding us out here for race number 88. But here we go, Holly Oldham, the local lass, taking it out for race number 98.
Ready, watch the gate.
That is dropped. Race number 99. We are cranking through them here at a pace. I tell you, talking about the pace, it'll be stonking out there in the heat and Alex. They've got Jacob Shaw having a crack. Look at them go, so close. This is fast and furious. This is epic racing. I can't wait to go back to watch the replays. Thanks to BMX New Zealand. But I bet Mason Joel Guzman on the 129. He's going to be doing the same alongside Dean James on the 86 from Cromwell. Deacon McCormack on the 275. I believe he's in the mix there too with Kevin Lang on the 82 plate. Lachlan McKinley on the 108 and a Cromwell and Ben Shaw on the 196 as they cross the line. This is all fast and furious, but that was Jacob Shaw all day long. Race number 99, 1624 male. Oh, I suddenly thought got distracted, looked up and thought I saw rain, but it was nothing more than watering the track as the race number 100 kicks into it. Quinn Lindsay on the 794 at Cromwell making a cracker start. Andy McCullen though having a good go too. She's from Southland on your NZ2. Eliza Bird on the 117 from Dunedin. Lily Henderson on the 100 plate at Cromwell. Ayla Harper on the 272 from North Canterbury as they stonk along here. This is race number 100. Look at those girls. They're still too close to call. Quinn Lindsay, Indy McCullen, it's going to be game on down this last straight. Who's going to get it? Oh my giddy aunt. That was Indy McCullen taking out the one for race number 100, 13 to 15 girls. Oh, they're going fast and fasting. 13 15 girls. Another go to them. This is gate number 101. As they come into it, looks like it's going to be Southland's on McCabe having a crack, I reckon, in the Southland jumper with their mate on the 134, sitting in the 2 spot. That's Bo Herda out of Southland as well. But Bo, you better move. You got company. I think that's Kelly Mello on the 120 plate out of Christchurch, chasing you down with Sophia Deere on the 999 plate out of Alex in the mix there too. But it looks like it's going to be on McCabe into the last corner first, across that tabletop into the rhythm section. Is she going to hang on, or is she going to get Bo, chase her down? Can Kelly get anything more out of those legs as they cross the line for race number 101, 13 to 15 girls? Coming in thick and fast. We're into the cruisers again. I tell you, 11-12 cruiser mix. This is motor number 3, Fletcher Kōkura from Kaitanga along the 358. But oh no, quite giddy on. That is Caden McKenzie on the 182. He's got himself out front. Hardy Kōkura there though from 357. He's out of Kaitanga for 2, surprisingly. Hattie Barrington throwing it down best of the best. In the mix there too. And number 4, your NZ3 out of the Sunset Coast. So this is Union BMX. Don't panic. Just due to the numbers, when they amalgamate classes, we end up with categories like this. So Hattie Barrington, your NZ3 for her age group, throwing it down with the 11 to 12 cruiser, most of which are male. So great job, Hattie Barrington. Into the work we go though. That was race number 102. Up on the gate now, race 103.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Into the work they go though, into it, that flying. It's race number 103, 13 to 14 cruiser male this time. It's the 134 plate Christchurch, no slouch. Cooper Murphy leads into the work early. Carter Simmons on the 300 plate at Cromwell with Gwen Parker on the 229 from Dunedin, throwing it down alongside Maxwell Morris at Cromwell on the 200 plate. And Barrington, that's the brother of Hattie Barrington we just spoke about on the NZ6. He's in the mix of it somewhere too. Nixon Murphy on the 136 out of Christchurch going down Hammerbar as they come back down Woods. Now looks like that's Cooper Murphy and Carter Simmons throwing it down as they cross the line there. That was going to be Cooper Murphy on race number 103, 13 to 14 cruiser male. Coming in thick and fast. It's now your 8 to 10 cruiser male, which is motor number 3. So that's round number 3. There we go, out the front where he's been all day. It is none other than Cromwell's Frank Waters into the whole shot. He goes flying around, as we can see, a photographer getting in the mix there too. We've got Quinn Rafe on the 178 out of Christchurch, James Bell on the 218 from Christchurch too. Winnie Murphy on the 137 coming around the corner too. Here we go, big numbers on the back of the shirt. Makes it nice and easy for people like me. But Frank Waters is going to take this one out. This is race number 104, 8 to 10 cruiser mixed across that tabletop. He goes into the rhythm straight. Fast and furious, crossing the line there. That's that man, Frank Waters on 618 for race number 104. Oh, there we go. I can see the chat firing up on the YouTube. Peyton Rogers going high. Into the work we go. Ben Polden shouting out, let's go North Canterbury. Peyton Rogers into the mix early, throwing in a bunch of stuff up on the chat too. Let's see how we can go. Who else is watching? Let us know. But let's get back to the racing. It's race number 105. It's 35-49. Cruiser mixed into the work they go. Scott Murphy, Christchurch's rider there, sitting on the 135 plate. We've got out of Southland on the 483 plate. That's Peter Jeffcoat in the mix there somewhere. Justin Harper on North Canterbury on the 270. Nigel Drake, he's on the 177 plate, sitting out of Christchurch. Helena Kennard on the 414 out of Southland, but crossing the line first is Scott Murphy, Justin Harper, and Peter in the 2 and 3. As we cross the line for race 105 here in ALX. That's dropped into the work they go. This is going to be 4 of them throwing it down to Big D into the work early. Looks like he might have got himself, not quite got himself out front. Cameron Kay making the most of this into the whole shot. Big D is trying to hang on down low. What's going to happen? That's Joel Gersman on the 0-2 plate. Randy Rogers and Nelson with the 777 in the mix there too. Rachel Rogers having a crack too. That could be an awkward drive home on the 735. As they come back down towards us now, though, it looks like it's going to be Cameron Kay, Big D pulling off the pedal, showing us the whoops that got them the skills and the bills as they cross the line there. That is Cameron Kay out of North Canterbury. Derek Gersman taking the 2. Randy Rogers and Rachel Rogers hanging in there too. That was race 106, the Mainland Regional South Champs. Into the work we go early though. Look at this. Oh, Cromwell 1 and 2 and 3 Robert Watson. I can make that out right. As they come flying around, I'm going to call it. That's going to be Hamish Earl, Brady King and Liam King. Sitting out of Cromwell in the 1, 2 and 3 for your 15-24 Cruiser Mail. Jacob Shaw out of Dunedin on the 883 and 08 out of Dunedin is Destiny Stewart throwing it down. As they come around that final corner across the tabletop into the rhythm section, Cromwell is definitely going to be 1, 2 and 3 as they round it out. What a day for them. Hamish Earl looking like he's hung on to it as they cross the line for race 107. Coming in right behind them, it's our 50 plus Cruiser Mail. Moto 30, here we go. This is the last of Moto 3. We've already got through 3 of these things. Shane Parker out of Dunedin on the 228, looking like at the front page. Barrington, though, it's a family sport, this BMXing. Adam Cook on the 171 in the North Canterbury and North Haven Christchurch's 479. That's Roy Leaning, having a good go. As if you don't know who he was, he's thrown it down, making it fast and furious. Go for gold. Here we go. That is moto number 3, done and dusted. Sprockets, they are a busting move to get back up to the track. Having a go nice and early as we get ourselves organised for moto number 4. That is the last moto before we head to finals racing here. Mainland South Regional Champs. Thanks to BMX New Zealand. Here we go. Sprockets holding under. They're under the work. They're pumping, they're thumping as they cruise along. It is all go, I tell you. Throwing it down here thanks to BMX New Zealand. So Sprockets following under. Elijah Thompson, the 450 out of Kaitangata, cruising along. Thea Hansen cruising too. This is Finn Kempton on the 807 plate, heading along NC. Nico McKay on the 852 out of ALX. Lucas Williamson on the 806 out of North Canterbury. Colton away from the 827 from Christchurch, having a good go as well as we head along there, taking us out. This is race number 102, cruising along, and we will be going along from there. That is fantastic. And as these riders throw it down all day long here in ALX at the Mainland South Regional Champs. It is into race number 113. We are throwing it down faster and faster than a fast thing. As we cruise along, we are busting a move into the work. They go nice and early, throwing it around, cruising along as it is. This is now race number 114, I believe. I hope I've got this right because I just got a bit distracted getting myself all organised. Can't multitask here, I tell you. This is not a good sign for me. But that's okay. We are cruising along and we will find it out who's who in the zoo as they come back down towards us now. This looks like it could be an Alex and Cromwell affair, which means it's race 113. Sprocket 6 mix, Bo Rushbrook, Elias Waters, Spencer White, George Clapton, Evie Campbell crossing the line there for Sprocket 6 mix. Coming straight back after them though, this is another gate of Sprocket 6 mix, Jackson McLeod out of Cromwell in the 787, Benji Tither on the 951, cruising along, Riley Reid on the 859, Cromwell's Emma Bell on the 826 and Amelia Miller on the 805. Just had it on good authority. We're going to be having a 20-minute break following the end of this round. So 20-minute break. So if you're planning on getting something to eat, something to drink, make sure you lock and load in that 20 minutes at the end of this round as we cruise along. But coming back down towards us now, they are flying, I'll tell you. This is absolutely fantastic for these riders as they cross the line for the fourth time today. Crossing the line, there we go. Race number 115 up on the gate.
Well done, Arlo. Brilliant. Trooper, you're lane 8. Albie is lane 7. Sebastian is lane 5. Hunter is lane 4. Max is lane 6.
Sit.
Okay, riders, random start.
Lane 3. Cameron.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Here we go. Gate has dropped race number 115 with the gate of 8 boys. Quinn Rafe out of Christchurch on the 178, having a good go. Reed Kempton out of North Canterbury on the 996. Marco McKay out of ALX, the local lad on the 963. Brady Cole on the 785 from Cromwell. 606 is Dunedin's. Arlo Wateri and Oliver McLeod on the 7 out of ALX, all having a good go. Into the work they go around the corner. This is the 115 into the third straight they go. The battle's on for 1 and 2. Oh, we're not getting it our own way today. That looks like it's Reed Kempton and Quinn Rafe having a good crack, but it's going to be Reed Kempton by the looks that might have got his nose out front. Back down the last straight, having a good move, cruising along as they make their way home. That is going to be Reed Kempton taking on a little pop already over the finish line.
Ready, watch the gate.
Here we go, they're moving thick and fast through this. This is race 116, another gate of 8 boys, moto number 4. This is the last round before we go to a 20-minute break and get into finals racing. Sebastian Martin from North Canterbury on the 108, Hunter May on the 123 from Alex Cooper Duggan on the 78 out of Cromwell, the 964 plate that belongs to the local lad Matt Naylor out of Alex, LB Buchanan on the 523 out of Southland, Boston move into the third straight they go, cruising around, having a good crack as we check it out here in Mainland North-South. Mainland North-South. I can't make this up. I tried. Mainland South. Our regional champs in Alex. Here we go. Into the work they go. It is none other than race number 117, 8 to 9 girls, 20-inch. We got Mahi Naylor on the 960 out of Alex, Winnie Murphy on the 137 from Christchurch, Freya Paulson out of Christchurch on the SI3 in the mix there too. We've got Southland's 533, that belongs to Brooke Colley, Lottie Footer on the 757 out of Kaitangata, Caitlin Sinclair on the 534 from Southland, Caitlin Cron on the 245 from Dunedin, Azara Buchanan on the 613 out of Southland, making their way down the last straight now as they take us home. Cruising along, this is fun times for these girls. They're pushing it out. That's race number 117, 8 to 9 girls. Coming in thick and fast behind them, it's race number 118. This is our 9 boys. They're pushing along. Archie Walker from Cromwell on the NZ5. He's having a cracker out the front there. Parker Manahira out of Alex on the 286. Wants a piece of the action though. This is his track. He wants to take it home. Ryan Entwistle on the NZ1 out of Dunedin. He wants to retain that plate coming up at the national titles, I'm sure. Into our Mudu shortly. Cooper Rushbrook on the 934 out of Cromwell. Rich Naylor on the 451 from Alex. The 999 belongs to Cromwell's Byron Tate. Benton Morton on the 291 from Kaitangata. The 218 of Christchurch is James Bell. Yellow flag, something's happened out on the track. Can't quite see what that is at the moment.
Sit.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Here we go, we're into it, flying along nice and fast. Frank Waters out the gate like a rocket. That's rider number 253, William Lyons in the 258 out of Alex. Angus Morris from Cromwell on the 787. Hayden Wilson from the 288 out of Kaitangata. Noah Lindsay on the 577 from Cromwell. Lockie Sinclair on the 458 out of Southland. Ollie Shuttleworth on the 140 out of Southland as well. Making a move. This is a gate of 10 boys. They're throwing it down real fast and furious as we head into that last straight. This is too close to full. This is packed. Unfortunately, hopefully our rider that's in the corner there is out of the way, but looks like Frank Waters is going to take this one out. Nice and steady is Frank Waters rounding us out here in ALX at the Mainland South Regional Champs. Into it again we go. This is another gate of 10 boys. Jihu Hong getting into the work nice and early, looking for the whole shot. Is he going to get it? Not quite. Looks like that might be Bogoff at Dunedin. He managed to steal that from Henry Bullen from the 920 plate out of Southland. Dylan Robb from the 61 plate out of Alex. Roman Thompson on the 842 out of Kaitangata. Nate Blair on the 530 plate out of Southland. Coming back down towards me though, Bogoff looks like he's got this one. Jihu Hong is trying to find a way around. Can't quite find it at the moment as they come into the work. Henry Bulling having a look too. Is he going to get anywhere, or is Bogoff going to take this one out? Look at those skills. Taking it across the line. Into the work though they go. Here we go. It's the 10 girls. Cromwell out the front. That can be none other than the 611 into the whole shot. That's Isla Reid. With a hooder on the 622. Bart from Southland and behind there. Elena White on the 81 plate out of Alex. The local rider with her mate. Pilot job. Southland's 929. That's Georgia Sycamore. Having a go too though. But here we go. It's going to be Cromwell's Isla Reid. Cruising along. Making a good crack of it into the final straight across that little tabletop there into the rooms. Look at her go. Cruising along. Smooth as Cadbury steering wheel, I tell you. Bouncing along now, we've got another gate of 10 girls. It's Bobby Stevens though from Cromwell in the NZ6 having a good go. Looks like Eliza Jeffcoat though. She's got herself out the front as the rest of the Cromwell riders chase her down in the form of Daisy Ellison. Addison Stevens having a good go in your NZ4 as well. But it's going to be your rider out of Southland, Eliza Jeffcoat. She's having a good go into the work. Down the little stretch it comes into the second to last straight. Here we go, around the last corner into it. The Cromwell riders all chasing her down like a seagull chasing down hot chips into the work. They go across that finish line. She's going to take it. Moving along nicely. Here we go though, flying along, moving. We're into our 11 boys. League 11, they say. Race number 123. Lynn Sutherland out of Alex on the 836. Nathan Cock on the SI8. Taylor Kwan from Dunedin on the SI4. Stack motor. This is Hugo K on the 250 out of North Canterbury. Busting along, Jake Wallach on the 253 from Cromwell. Southland's 958. That is Ryan Van Zulen. Thomas Harper on 271 out of North Canterbury, but they crossed the line. That is Flynn Sutherland out of Alex. Taking it on this home track. Race number 124, 11 boys, Moto number 4, into the work they go. Fletcher Kahakura from Kaitangata, no slouch out of the start on the 358. Up in the Conchi though, chasing him down on the 772. Is he going to get anywhere? I don't know. Todd Sanders from Alex, the local lad, he knows this track well, but is that enough? Olo Hohura on the 456 from Southland. Jackson Hegan on the 606 from a 143 plate. That belongs to Projects. Blake Jenkins Moxfillan on the 841 of the Southland. Kaitangata's 833. Carson Poet. But it's going to be Fletcher Car's got a hat from the Bonchi in the 2 as we round out race number 124. Coming in second fast though, it's race number 125, 11 to 12 girls. This is Moto 4. This is the last round before we head into finals, before of which we'll have a 20-minute break before we start that. Matilda Norris, Ellie Campbell, Hattie Barrington, Amelia Williamson, Lily McLeod, all having a crack, but out the front, it looks like it's Matilda Norris. It is working hard, I tell you. Ellie Campbell out of the 177. It's her track, she knows it well. What can she do with that? NZ2's Hattie Barrington from the Sunset Coast. Could say jet lag there, but I don't know. She's pushing hard. Down that final straight they go. Amelia Williamson, Lily McLeod, moving along as we finish off race number 125, 11 to 12 girls.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Here we go, the gate just dropped on race number 126. This is a gate of 11 to 12 girls. They're flying along. Skylar Hansen out the gate, snap, crackle, and pop. She goes into it. The work though from North Canterbury. She's on the 723 plate, but she's gone company. That's the 285 plate. That's out of Southland. That's from Mila McCullen riding hard. Kate Whistle out of Dunedin on the 808. She's pushing for a spot price, which is 195. That's Isabella Leach looking along. Kinsey Parker on the 227 from Dunedin. having a go as well. But what's going to happen around the corner? She goes. Skylar Hansen, is she going to get this nice and easy? She's taking it into the work. She goes, though, secured that finish as it crosses the line for race number 126. Here we go. It's our 12 boys. I'll tell you what, they're pedaling faster than a caffeinated squirrel on sugar. Into the work they go. That Ariko Kurobo into that whole shot. He's got it. And into the work behind him, though. I think that's Kate McKenzie having a go into the seat number 2 spot. Jay McCulloch on the 956, riding out of Southland. Owen Blair from Southland too, sitting on the 180 plate today. Toby Mill on the 723 from Tangata having a crack in the mix. But there we go. Southland in the 3, in the 5 there. Hayden McKenzie in the 2, that's Arika Kurta coming around that final scrape into the living section to take home race number 127, motor number 4, 12 boys. Here we go though, Maxwell Morris out of the gate, faster and fasting on the 357 from Cromwell. North Avon Christchurch is Jesse Surgeoner on the 324 looking for a piece of the pie. Dan Brown on the 609 out of Southland, he wants to have a go. But let's not forget the local lad, the 771, that's Alex's Mason McLeod. He wants a piece. You can see him there in the distinctive jumper as they come cruising along. Mason Jeffcoat, he's on the 257 out of Southland alongside North Canterbury 630 plate, that's Logan Birch. He's going along, but crossing the line in the number 1 spot, Jesse Surgeoner for race number 128, that's 13 boys. Next out of 13 boys, though, into it they go. Race number 129, Carter Simons in the 931 from Cromwell, getting his action early. Going to the sky, I tell you, these boys, as they look for the whole shot. Pano got on the 112 out of Dunedin in there somewhere. Can't quite see him at the moment. Is he pedaling fast enough? I don't know. Only time will tell. The 136 out of Christchurch, that's Nixon Murphy. Braden Beckers from Katanga on the 225. White Papa Rogers out of Nelson on the 792 in the thick of it. Nixon Warren 295 out of Christchurch, but as we round the corner there, taking us home, we're going to look to see, is it going to be Carter Simmons or Kano Golf? It's going to be taking the number 1 spot there. That is Carter Simmons out of Cromwell on the 931 for race number 129. 13 boys. Next out of 13 boys, Finn Barrington got out of the gate pretty fast and furious, but Nixon Walker, I think out of Cromwell there, he managed to get his nose out front end into the whole shot. Charlie Shaw from Dunedin on the 847, Sam Glover on the 140 out of Kaitangata, Jethro Bird on the 112 from Dunedin, having a good punt as well. As we make our way along that second last straight into the final corner they go, is it going to be Nixon Wallach out of Cromwell on the 683 to take it? Can Finn Barrington pull anything out of the bag? I don't know. He's going to have a crack at it though. Let's see what he can do. But no, not enough. Not enough. Too little too late. Nixon Wallach taking the one. Here we go though. It is game on like Donkey Kong. 14 boys. Race number 131. Out the gate and into the whole shot. That's going to be none other than John Hansen there on the 57 plate out of Dunedin, the 134 Murphy all over that back wheel. Tell you what, not a moment, not a millimetre to go in the form of error. Don't get it wrong, Hajonikus Cooper's all over you with Austin Strike, Brooklyn Hansen, the only whistle, Rocky Breaks, Ollie Norris having a go to, but John Hansen hanging on for dear life to take the spot in race number 131, 14 boys.
Ready, watch the gate.
Back to the ones that should know better. I tell you what, those legs will be burning. Scott Murphy, he's given another crack. That's on 135 plate. They're going to go 2-1 for this first corner. Who's going to get it? It came down to crack positioning at the time. Cameron Kay out of North Canterbury. He's in there on the 130 plate. Is he going to be able to make up any spots? I don't know. Hunter Burt from Dunedin on the Police 111. And Shuttleworth on the 613 from Southland. James Grubb from 477. Local lad out of ALX. High Tanga to Sean McKinley's in there too. Put them plate of Randy Rogers. Adam Nelson with Cromwell's NZ5. Not in there at the moment. But that was Cameron Kay taking out race number 132. Here we go. 15 boys into it. 2 wide into the first corner. Zed Collie, Blake Glover. These boys have been going bar to bar, hammer to hammer all day long. It's exciting to watch, I tell you. The future of the sport is in good hands. Reed McDonald on the 903 out of Kaitangata. Lucas Wang on the 157 from Dunedin's in there too. The 146, that's Cromwell's. Liam King and Costin Warren out of Christchurch from 297. But here we go. It looks like it's going to be Zed Collie got his way out in front. Blake Lovin pulling back a little bit there by the looks as Zed Collie takes the line to take out one in the 133 race. That is 15 boys, not a 4. Here we go, and this has been fast and furious, and out the front though, where she's been all day. This is our 16 plus female 20-inch race number 134. None other than Alex's own. It's the 57 plate. That is Holly Oldham. Ada Big on the 116 out of Kaitangata trying to catch up. Is she going to have enough? But Tessa McNaughton's all over her back wheel. She's from Southland on the 203. Piper Lambert out of ALX, another local lass on the out of 9 to the mix with Dunedin. Destiny Stewart on the 828, but it's going to be the local lass. It's going to be Holly Oldham on the 57 plate, taking the 1 for the 134. 16 plus female twin. Here we go, big boys on little toys into the work they go. These guys are fast and furious. This is an age group well worth watching wherever you go. Deacon McCormick go the rider out of Dunedin on the 275, betting and knows that front pretty fast. Can Jacob Shaw do anything about it on the 883? Not so sure. Cameron Lang also trying to hang in there out of Dunedin, but he's got company in the form of Mason Joel Gersman on the 129, beating James Cromwell. There's a crack as well on the 806 alongside Dunedin's Ben Shaw and Lachlan Finlay having a go too. But that was Deacon McCormick for race number 135. 136 equals out 13 to 15 girls. This is Quinn Lindsay on the 793 out of Cromwell. He's trying to get the whole shot, but not quite got enough. It must be Andy McCullen on the NZ2, getting it out in front of her. Out of south of the Boho Hooders on the 134. She's in there too, sitting in 3 at the moment. Coming up the outside though is her fellow club mate. That's the 832. That's Anna McCabe out of Southland as well. Christchurch's Kelly Miller on the 120 plate, sitting at the back at the moment, but she can pull something out of the bag, I'm sure. But here we go. Is that going to be Andy McCullen out the front? The NZ2 out of Southland looks like it is from this angle. Quinn Lindsay hanging on for the 2, and Anna McCabe taking the 3. Another gate here of 13 to 15 girls, motor number 4. That's our last round before we head into final. This is race number 137. Eliza Bird off from Dunedin on the 117. Look at her go. Legs going fast than a windmill in a hurricane as she battles it on. Ola Harper, though, coming along nicely too on the 972 of North Canterbury. Alex's own 999 plate. That's Sophia there. She's out on the pick of it. Lily Henderson on the 100 plate from Cromwell. He's cruising along there as well at the moment. He's been throwing it down. Let's not forget it is hot and it is massively humid out there. Well, not humid, I should say. What I'm talking about, massively hot. The weather in ALX is stinking today, so make sure you all slip, slap, get yourself hydrated. As I tell you what, some of these kids don't have enough time. We've seen them out there again. That double class and Caleb McKenzie getting the whole shot for race number 138. That's our 11 to 12 cruiser mix. Into it though, passing him down though is none other than Artie Kawakura alongside Fletcher Kawakura in the mix there too. Hattie Barrington throwing it down with the best of the best as they come back down towards us now. Caleb McKenzie's not backing off. He's thrown it down. He could not tell this kid has raced 8 times today. He's pushing hard. He wants to take home the win as he races through on race number 138, slowing down across the finish line. Somebody tell him that's not okay. As we cruise on to race number 138. Here we go, race number 139. It's a 13 to 14 cruiser male. Carter Simmons, Cooper Murphy, Quinn Barker, Maxwell Morris, Finn Barrington, Nixon Murphy. Into the work there they go. This isn't anybody's game at the moment, but it's going to be your racing through, coming around that second corner. We look to see who's who. Is it Carter Simmons? I believe it might be out the front at the moment. We've got riders from Christchurch, Dunedin, Sunset Coast, all vying for a spot. You can see the distinctive Cromwell jersey in the mix there as they come back down towards us now, crossing the finish line for number 1. Cooper Murphy out of Christchurch at 134 for race number 139. Here we go. It's race number 148 to 10 cruiser mix. Frank Waters out the front. Oh, no, Frank Waters not getting it all his own way. We're going into that first corner too wide, but he managed to get the right. Oh, has he? No, I don't know. This is too close to call. Winnie Murphy, Quinn Rafe, James Bell, giving it a go. This is all too close, but here they come back down towards us now. Frank Waters back out in the front. Here's where he's been all day. Oh, almost an awful runaway Monday morning traffic jam in that second corner there from the back of the pack. But here we go. Frank Waters jumping in for the last corner. Taking us round, coming up on over the tabletop into the rhythm section. Pushing hard, rounding it out for race number 148 to 10 cruiser mixed. Here we go. These guys have been throwing it down, and girls have been throwing it down thick and fast all day long. Race number 141, 35 to 49 cruiser mixed. Scott Murphy, Peter Jeffcoat, Nigel Rafe, Randy Rogers, Rachel Rogers pushing hard. This is pretty close at the moment, but looks like it's going to be Scott Murphy at the front. He's got company though. It's Southland's Peter Jeffcoat in the number 2 spot coming back through. Almost like Nigel Rafe there on the 177. But he's got company. Randy Rogers all over his back wheel. What can Randy do? Can he pull anything into that last corner? Randy's gone low. He's got himself on the spot. What's Nige going to do? Has Nige got anything that can tank the battles? Oh, I get a yard. That one was too close to call. Nige might have just got it ahead there. Here we go. This is our 50 plus. Oh, what's going on? No, this is a 5529 cruiser. Mixed race number 142. Cameron Cave having a crack. Big B. That's Derek Belguzma coming in there too. 270 plate though. That's Justin Harper. Here's I know Kennard down the 414 out of Southland having a go. As we kind of round it out into the last corner they go. Cameron K looks like he's got this one all wrapped up. Unless Big D can pull something out of the bag, I don't know what's going to go. But that's going to be our man Cameron K taking that for win on the rest of the 142, 35 to 49 cruise mail.
Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
The gate is dropped the tail, and this is a Cromwell Dunedin affair. Into the work we go. Dunedin's Jacob Shaw having a good crack. I mean, that kid only just finished his 20 and he's into the cruiser. Got a couple of Cromwell riders in the former hammer shirt on the 270 plate. The 646, that's Braden King and Liam King on the 146. Sitting in there, Destiny Stewart on the 08 out of Dunedin as well. As they come back around, I think that's Jacob Shaw right out in the front at the moment, making a good move for it. Into the last corner they go, back around into the final straight. For the last time in motor number 4, he won't be back out till the finals. As we cruise around, this is race number 143. That is Jacob Shaw taking it out. The team's 24 cruiser mixed.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
And the one to watch, it's the last one of the motos. It's moto number 4. That's the last moto, and it's the last race of that last moto. It's race number 144. Dane Parker from Dunedin on the 228. I don't know what it is with Dunedin and wearing all whites, but that's okay. We'll leave it up to them. Adam Cook on the 171 out of North Canterbury. He's in the thick of it too there. But Craig Barrington getting his nose out into the second spot. That's plate number 305 if you're looking to see who that is. Roy leaning on the 479 out of North Haven, Canterbury. He's in the mix coming down that rhythm straight too, but here we go, back down to Waters now. It's game on. It looks like 1, 2, and 3 have pretty much locked themselves in as they cross the finish line here. That was Shane Parker, followed by Craig Barrington, Adam Cook, and Roy leaning. And there we go. That's it. That is moto number 4. That's the last of the challenge rounds. We'll be heading into finals after 20 minutes. So 20-minute break. Go grab yourself a bite to eat, slip, stop, and slap. Make sure you get yourself hydrated and get ready for finals racing. Back here soon.
Nixon Waller, Maxwell Morris, Charlie Fur, Richard Burke. You guys all need to go around the stage for your semi-final. If you don't have a semi-final, I suggest you get up on line straight and you come and watch these boys battle it out to make the main.
BMX is taking over Christchurch and it's taking over Channel 200. The 2026 BMX New Zealand South Island titles exploded to action at North Avon BMX track in January. From fearless 4-year-olds to battle-hardened 74-year-olds, this is Bar-to-Bar racing at its best. Big jumps, tight turns, no second chances. Watch it live on Channel 200, 11 a.m. Saturday the 10th and 10 a.m. Sunday the 11th of January. Feel every thrill, every spill, every championship moment of BMX racing.
Welcome to the new Wanaka office. We've been working on a number of commercial projects in 3 parks and out the back of Wanaka, and a number of residential projects of varying scale around town.
We've been designing a lot out of our Queensland office and Christchurch, but finally have a pad in Wanaka.
Yeah, so there's 2 of us here now, me and Joe. Got another engineer starting early next year to broaden the team.
20 seconds on this video.
With structural, geo and civil, so we can kind of sort you out with anything really.
Anything! I need my skis waxed. Mountain biking right there. Exactly. I think that's really why I'm here.
To the schedule here, we're into semi-finals racing. Welcome back Apologies for setting you astray. Things are happening fast and quickly down there in Alex. Semi-final number 1, 13 boys. On the gate, Carter Simmons, Finn Barrington, Sam Brand, Nixon Murphy, Braden Big, Waipapa Rogers.
Sit. Okay, riders, random start.
Only 2 semi-final races, and that's for 13 boys. Here we go. Gators drop, they're out. I tell you what, this is finals racing at its best. Look at them go. Into the work early though. We've got Cromwell's, Carterson, Sam Brown out of Southland. You can see him in the distinctive jersey there. We've got Finn Barrington sitting in the 3 spot at the moment. The battle's on at the back of the pack. I tell you, it's all go. Braden Beck from Kaitangata, Nixon Murphy on Christchurch's 136. Wapapa Rogers out on Nelson. But as we come back down, looks like it might be Carter Simmons out the front on Cromwell in the 931, sorry, apologies there. Sam Brown on the 609, sitting in the 2. Finn Barrington sitting in the 3 at the moment. We're looking for that magical 4th spot. That's Braden Big. I think it might be, I don't know, we're going to have to check that as we cross the line. That was Braden Big in the 4 as we make our way back up to the gate for semi-final number 2. Up on the gate, Jesse Surgeon, Canada Golf, Nixon Walker, Maxwell Morris, Charlie Shaw, Jethro Bird. In the starter's hands.
Sit. Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Here we go. Gators drop into the work they go. This is semi-final number 2. Another gate of 13 boys. Jesse Surgeon out of North Avon, Christchurch on the 324 into the work early. Can he hang on for the whole shot? Kano Goff there at Dunedin on the 112, sorry. Nixon Wallach on the 683 out of Cromwell. We can see a pile of Cromwell riders in there too. Look for Maxwell Morrison 357. Carly Shaw on the 847 out of Dunedin's in there too, alongside the 118 out of Jethro Burke. Who's going to be who? Who's going to get the top 4 as they come around that first corner? That's going to take them through the A final, but it looks like it's going to be Jesse Surgeon. He's going to take away a spot. He took away the 1. Kano Goff looking like he might get the 2. Maxwell Morris in the 3, and Nixon Wallach in the 4. But always remember to check scores before you take my word for anything. But here we go. Now I can tell you we've got a 20-minute break before we head into finals racing. So go grab yourself something to eat now. Sorry for the false start earlier on. But look at that beautiful weather down there. And Alex, make the most of it. Stop and flat. Get yourself hydrated. If you're watching this from home, make yourself a cup of tea. Get yourself some popcorn. Finals racing is coming soon.
BMX is taking over Christchurch and it's taking over Channel 200. The 2026 BMX New Zealand South Island titles exploded to action at North Avon BMX track in January. From fearless 4-year-olds to battle-hardened 74-year-olds, this is Bardabar racing at its best. Big jumps, tight turns, no second chances. Watch it live on Channel 200, 11 a.m. Saturday the 10th and 10 a.m. Sunday the 11th of January. Feel every thrill, every spill, every championship moment of BMX racing.
watch the gate.
Talking like a man and a fly. I won't stop. I won't stop.
Having worked up in New Zealand is here from ENGCO. I'm a civil and structural engineer. We're here today looking at the Terracat facility, which our civil engineering team have just finished the design of, and we're here for the final check over because it's being handed over to the client tomorrow. So it's been a pretty successful project for us. Very interesting for a couple of aspects of the engineering. We're looking at bulldozers up to 110 tons. We've got graders and the big earth moving trucks. So there's a pretty demanding load on this structural slab. The slab's been designed to take that load using 200mm thick concrete slab, doubly reinforced. We've got armoured joints to protect from the metal cat tracks. But we've done all the stormwater design, which is all soakaways, localised soakaways rather than one big facility. We've got localised 900 diameter soakaway pits into the ground to reduce pipe work. It's really great to be out here and just see the project coming to its fruition so the client can take over it. It's down to Ben Williams, who's done most of the design on this project, so he's done a great job for ENGCO, and the client seems to be really happy with it. And we can't wait to see all these big earth moving machines and the bulldozers using this facility and adding yet another good project onto the ENGCO list.
We've been working with ENGCO on this project for the last year. They've been amazing to work with, doing our civils, designing catchment ponds, basically the whole project. They've worked well with all of our other consultants, and we're more than happy with their experience from ENGCO, and would definitely use them on any other developments that we're got up and coming. We couldn't ask for a better turnaround on time. Dion from Inchco has been an incredible engineer from the start of the project to the end and has supported Caldera and myself through the whole venture.
Hey, my name is Bennett Greenoff. I'm a New Zealand BMX racer.
Hi, I'm Megan Williams and I'm the BMX Elite Women National Champ.
Hello, my name is Rico Bierman. I'm the New Zealand Elite National Champion and currently ranked first on the UCI World Rankings for under 23 men.
We're here in Sakarya in Turkey for rounds 1 and 2 of the BMX World Cup Series, so looking forward to some racing here this weekend.
It's important to be in a clean and fair sport because it lies at the fundamentals of sport as a whole.
I think it's really important to maintain a good level of sportsmanship as well amongst the riders, so yeah, clean sport's an extremely important part of being an athlete.
Because I know it keeps me and my competitors on the same level and it's fair for everyone.
Because not only does it align with my values as a rider, but also as a person in terms of integrity and my general moral compass.
Yeah, because I know it comes down to nothing outside of the dedication and hard work you put in.
Maintain a level of confidence to knowing that I'm getting on the gate and that the best person is going to win at the end of the day. And there's no external factors influencing any results out on the track.
BMX is taking over Christchurch and it's taking over Channel 200. The 2026 BMX New Zealand South Island titles exploded to action at North Avon BMX track in January. From fearless 4-year-olds to battle-hardened 74-year-olds, this is Bar-to-Bar racing at its best. Big jumps, tight turns, no second chances. Watch it live on Channel 200, 11 a.m. Saturday the 10th and 10 a.m. Sunday the 11th of January. Feel every thrill, every spill, every championship moment of BMX racing.
Watch the game.
Talking like a man, I won't stop, I won't stop.
Tour Cup in New Zealand is
from ENGCO. I'm a civil and structural engineer. We're here today looking at the Terracat facility, which our civil engineering team have just finished the design of, and we're here for the final check over because it's being handed over to the client tomorrow. So it's been a pretty successful project for us. Very interesting for a couple of aspects of the engineering. We're looking at bulldozers up to 110 tons. We've got graders and the big earth moving trucks. So there's a pretty demanding load on this structural slab. The slab's been designed to take that load using 200mm thick concrete slab, doubly reinforced. We've got armoured joints to protect from the metal cap tracks. But we've done all the stormwater design, which is all soakaways, localised soakaways rather than one big facility. We've got localised 900 diameter soakaway pits into the ground to reduce pipe work. Really great to be out here and just see the project coming to its fruition so the client can take over it. It's down to Ben Williams, who's done most of the design on this project, so he's done a great job for ENGCO, and the client seems to be really happy with it. And we can't wait to see all these big earth moving machines and the bulldozers using this facility and adding yet another good project onto the ENGCO list.
We've been working with ENGCO on this project for the last year. They've been amazing to work with, doing our civils, designing catchment ponds, basically the whole project. They've worked well with all of our other consultants, and we're more than happy with their experience from ENGCO, and we'd definitely use them on any other developments that we've got up and coming. We couldn't ask for a better turnaround on time. Dion from ENGCO has been an incredible engineer from the start of the project to the end, and has supported Caldera and myself through the whole venture.
Hey, my name is Bennett Greenoff. I'm a New Zealand BMX racer.
Hi, I'm Megan Williams and I'm the BMX Elite Women National Champ.
Hello, my name is Rico Bierman. I'm the New Zealand Elite National Champion and currently ranked first on the UCI World Rankings for under 23 men.
We're here in Sakarya in Turkey for rounds 1 and 2 of the BMX World Cup series, so looking forward to some racing here this weekend.
It's important to be in a clean and fair sport because it lies at the fundamentals of sport as a whole.
I think it's really important to maintain a good level of sportsmanship as well amongst the riders, so yeah, clean sport's an extremely important part of being an athlete.
Because I know it keeps me and my competitors on the same level and it's fair for everyone.
Because not only does it align with my values as a rider, but also as a person in terms of integrity and my general moral compass.
Yeah, because I know it comes down to nothing outside of the dedication and hard work you put in.
Maintain a level of confidence to knowing that I'm getting on the gate and that the best person is going to win at the end of the day. And there's no external factors influencing any results out on the track.
Watch the game.
Talking like a deer in the fire. I won't stop. I won't stop. She ready for LA on the dive. She like the tequila on the rock. She doing whatever for the dime. I'm on a high, riding hold up.
Having a World Cup in New Zealand is
From ENGCO, I'm a civil and structural engineer. We're here today looking at the Terracat facility, which our civil engineering team have just finished the design of, and we're here for the final check over because it's being handed over to the client tomorrow. So it's been a pretty successful project for us. Very interesting for a couple of aspects of the engineering. We're looking at bulldozers up to 110 tonnes. We've got graders and the big earth moving trucks. So there's a pretty demanding load on this structural slab. The slab's been designed to take that load using 200mm thick concrete slab, doubly reinforced. We've got armoured joints to protect from the metal cap tracks. But we've done all the stormwater design, which is all soakaways, localised soakaways rather than one big facility. We've got localised 900 diameter soakaway pits into the ground to reduce pipe work. Really great to be out here and just see the project coming to its fruition so the client can take over it. It's down to Ben Williams, who's done most of the design on this project, so he's done a great job for ENGCO, and the client seems to be really happy with it. And we can't wait to see all these big earth moving machines and the bulldozers using this facility and adding yet another good project onto the ENGCO list.
We've been working with ENGCO on this project for the last year. They've been amazing to work with, doing our civils, designing catchment ponds, basically the whole project. They've worked well with all of our other consultants, and we're more than happy with their experience from ENGCO, and we'd definitely use them on any other developments that we've got up and coming. We couldn't ask for a better turnaround on time. Dion from ENGCO has been an incredible engineer from the start of the project to the end, and has supported Caldera and myself through the whole venture.
Welcome back to Mainland South Regional Champs, brought to you live on air by BMX New Zealand. You have just come back. We are getting ready, locked and loaded. Tests are going down for finals racing here. Not long to go. You can see some of our sprocket rockets making their way up to the gate. Connoisseurs on the ramp. Things are locking and loading here, as is the heat scorching down here in the beautiful city of ALX. Being hosted by the amazing ALX BMX Club. Absolutely been a stunning day of racing. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I have been. It has been an absolute cracker to fall. Final placing, everybody gets a final. Some finals, depending on the age group, there may be multiple finals for an age group, but going to be a great day. Great crowd. Look at that crowd there down on the finish line, locking and loading, ready to watch the Sprocket Rockets make their way to the hill. So Sprockets 5 and under first up on the gate there. This is going to be epic. It always gets faster and more furious as we make our way to the finals here. ALX BMX Club, again brought to you by BMX New Zealand, via live streaming. with the wonders of technology, we have absolutely stunning world-class BMXing from Aotearoa being streamed to the world.
Have we got time to read all the names through?
Track being prepared. You can see there now the water being placed down on the line. Shows the heat going on down there. Summer has arrived in Aotearoa and is cranking.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders, ready, watch the gate.
The gate has just dropped and it is all go here. It is firing along. We've got our sprockets 5 and under. This is final number, well, according to the box, final number 4, but that's okay. Colton Raff, sorry, what am I doing on the 827? Out like a rocket there, as you can see. I tell you what, someone's picked that kid up on sugar, drew on the brake. Lucas Williamson on the 806 out of North Canterbury. Nico McKee, from Alex, the local rider there somewhere in the mix on the 952. Out of North Canterbury, the 807 of Finn Kempton. Dale Hanson over there on North Canterbury on the 802 plate, and Elijah Thompson on the 450 out of Kai Tangata. And flying around, I bet he's almost across that finish line already. There we go. Coming along is our man out of Christchurch. That's Colton Rafe on the 827 taking out the win here. He'll be stoked with that as he makes his way back to his tent and starts cooling down for the day. Up on the gate, Rocket 6 mixed. On number 5. That gate has dropped now. I'll tell you what, snap, crackle and pop, and off they go. This is an all Cromwell affair apart from the Lone Ranger, and that's Evie Campbell out of Alex, the local lass. She's on the 454. You can see her there in the distinctive Alex Club jersey. I tell you, if there's a piece of merchandise you want in your wardrobe, that is the one. But she's surrounded by Cromwell riders there in the 805 plate. That's Amelia Miller. Alongside her is the 259. That's Riley Reid in there. Liza Waters there on the 252 and the 250 plate of Bo Rushbrook. They're all surrounding our Alex rider, Evie Campbell, but can she do anything into that last corner? It's going to come down to local knowledge and about how much lactic acid she can get out of those legs. Well, she's making a move down that final straight, but just too little, too late. Unfortunately, there, Evie Campbell not quite getting the win on the home track, but what a race it was. As we make our way back up to the gate now for final number 6, which is already dropped. No mucking around here, I tell you. They're going hard and fast. This is another Gareth Sprocket 6 mix. George Clapperton out of Alex on the 956, looking like one of our Alex riders is out the front. We've got 2 of them there. The 457, oh, that's the one out the front, I think, if I can make it out correctly. The 457 plate, that there is Spencer White. We've got out of Cromwell, the 787. That is your rider, Jackson McLeod. Emma Bell there on the 826 out of Christchurch. And PG Titter on the 951 out of Alex in the mix as well. This is our Sprocket 6 mix. Another gate of them. I tell you, great to see the numbers still up there with our young Sprockets. Because don't forget, as these riders come through, this is the future of the sport. I'm looking at some of that pumping coming through there from one of our Alex riders. It is in good hands as we make our way back up to the gate for final number 7. This is our 8 boys B final. Oh no, never great to see that. The rider going down from Cromwell, unfortunately. Then walk to the track park, come and see a safety first and paramount. Take them over to mum and dad on the side of the track. Can't have parents, unfortunately, running across the track, but the gate has dropped now on final number 7. This is our 8 boys. 2 local riders out of Alex. Hunter May sitting in there on the 1-2-3 plate. There we go. As we look for the 777 of Oliver McLeod coming around. Who's got the whole shot? Can I make up the numbers? It looks like it's the 777 plate of Oliver McLeod. Looking like he's going away. In the number 2 spot, it's Alex 1 and 2. So that would make Hunter May on the 1-2-3. Sitting in the 2. Can they hang on? Can they keep the Dunedin rider on the 6-6? That's Ala Wateri out of the And going pushing hard. Who's going to get it? Looks like it's going to be Oliver McLeod and 777 into the last corner first. But here we go. Arlo with Terry making a move up the outside. Can he get it going? Has he got enough juice in the legs to make a move? Pushing along, hanging in there. It's going to be not enough, unfortunately, as we round out our B final for A boys. Final number 7. Here we go. This is the one. This is an 8 boys final, I guess you could say. Into the work soon and early as the 178 plate. That's Quinrack. He's into the work, kind of following his brother's footsteps, I guess, who was out there earlier today. It's that distinctive Christchurch City jumper, Sebastian Martin from North Canterbury on the 108. He's in the mix there somewhere too. He's got company. He's all over Quinn's back wheel. Matt Naylor on the 964 out of Alex. It's a local lad. He's got the track. It looks like he's a bit far behind to make a move. The battle's up in the front, that's for sure. Kareed Kempton in there, Mark McKinley, Cooper Duggan, Freddie Cole, LB Buchanan, but here we go. It looks like it's going to be Sebastian Martin. Might have got his nose out front and taken the win, and you can see the excitement there. Oh no, it was Reed Kempton. Apologies for that. Make sure you check scores. Does that add any other rubbish that I tell you? As we make our way up to our 8 to 9 girls final. Into the work though, Winnie Murphy, she started quick, nice and early down the hill. She went on the 137 plate. Mahi Naylor out of Alex, the local laps on the 960 plate. Looks like she's hanging in the number 2 spot around that corner. Nice and tight that went. Caitlin Sinclair in the 532 out of Southland. Way of Awesome from Christchurch on the yes side of 3. She's in the mix there too. Oh no! Southland right, it goes down. Unfortunately, just got a bit of a wobble on down that rhythm straight. That's what happens when you put it all on the line here for the South. Mainland South Region Champs. Lottie Kura in the mix there too on the 757. And have a look for Brock Coley on the 533. Hopefully she didn't go down, or Daria Buchanan. One of them must have, unfortunately, on the 613. Alan Connell on 245. Adam Dunedin as they cross the line there. Winnie Murphy taking the 1. Mahi Naylor the 2. Freya Paulson 3. As we round out at 8 to 9 girls. Final here at the Mainland South Regional Champs. Brought to you by BMX New Zealand. Oh, there we go. Back up and riding. Great to see. That is our rider, the 533 Brock Collie. Unfortunately going down, but great to see back up. Here we go. It's our 9 boys final number 10. Thanks to BMX New Zealand. They're into it. Ryan Entwistle. He's got on the move really nice and early there out on the NZ1 for a reason. Looks like he's going to hang in there as they come around that corner. Archie Walker from Cromwell. He's on your NZ5, I tell you, the 1 and 5 banging apart. There you are. You can see it now nicely. Cromwell rider sitting in the 3. That's we'll look to see who that is. Parker Manahira out of Alex in the 286, the local lad in the mix there somewhere too. Kyron Tate, it looks like he might be in the 4. Kyron Tate maybe in the 3 and the 9 plate out of Cromwell. Rich Naylor from Alex in the 451. Cooper Rushbrook on the 934 out of Cromwell. Into Mortal Kai Tanga from the 291 and the 218 of James Bell. But there we go. Ryan Entwistle, Archie Walker, Cooper Rushbrook, visual 1, 2, 3 for final number 10, 9 boys. As comes straight off the back of them is our boy 10 boys B final. Dylan Robb making some work early. The 61 plate. He's the local lad. You can see he's still got his nose out front. Will he get the whole shot? He looks like he's going to get it, but he might have gone too high. Oh no, that opened the door. That's Henry Bulling on the 910. He got a nose out front. Oh, here we go. Getting funky with it. Dylan Robb coming back into it. He's got the pedal on. Kai Tangata now making a move. That must be Roman Thompson on the Ed42. But it looks like our rider out of Southland. Henry Bulling's got it back out there. We're looking for Lottie Sinclair on the 458. He's in the mix with Ollie Shuttleworth on the 140 plate. But coming back down the waters now to Dylan Robb on the 61 plate. The 910 of Henry Bulling in the 2. And sitting there in 3, the 842. What a final. Epic battle out there for our 10 boys B final. Final number 11. Here we go, the gate is dropped now on our 10 final. This is final number 12. Frank Waters, no slouch, getting out nice and early and quick. Like he has all day. Tell you what, the fact that it's 9 races in now, not slowing him down. It's all go, I tell you. Out of Cromwell, he's riding William Lyons from Alex, the 258. He's in the number 2 spot. He doesn't want to give it to Frank. He wants it back. It's his club. He wants to take the prize. It looks like he might have got a nose out front. This could be too close to fall as they come around the corner. Hayden Wilson, Anakai Tuckett from the 288, Lower Lindsay on the 577, Angus Morris on the 787, 956 of Christchurch is Jim Long, Bogoff on the 647 and the 530 of Nate Blair. As they cross the finish line, Frank Waters taking the 1, William Lyons the 2, Angus Morris the 3. Race number 13, it looks like, no, we've skipped that one. We're into the work. Looks like they've rolled off the back. We've got race No, I lost the plot there. That's okay. We go back. We will catch up. It is final number 14. This is our team girls final. Out the front, faster than the fasting. None other than Cromwell, Isla Reid, Titahura in the number 2 spot there, the 822. Oh, we've lost a couple in the corner, unfortunately. Hopefully they're okay. Eliza Jeffcoat, she's in from Southland on the 356. Elena White on the 81 out of Alex. Addison Stevens on the NZ4 from Cromwell. Bobby Stevens, your NZ6 out of Cromwell. The 912 from Alex. Violet Jog and Daisy Ellison from Cromwell on the 128. But this is what it's all about. You can see the determination on their faces. They're putting everything on the line. Looks like we unfortunately might have lost Eliza Jeffcoat and Violet Jog in that tidy up, but that's okay. Looks like they're all back up and riding, which is the main thing. Here we go, B final for the 11 boys. I'll tell you, throwing it down. Nathan Cook out the gate, nice and fast on your SIA plate. He wants a piece of pie and wants to take home the win, but Southland's 456, that's Olo Aurora. He's not going to give an easy alongside Cromwell's 606 Jackson Higgin. Looks like he was making a move, but out the front though, it looks like it's still your SIA plate of Nathan Cook. Moss coming on the 841 out of Southland with 143 from Christchurch. That's Blake getting on the top from the 271 out of North Canterbury. Paitunga to the 833 Carson Poe. They're going to be in the move, but it looks like SIA Nathan Cook in the one as he comes into that last corner faster than a fasting. Who's going to catch him? 3 wide at the back there as they come down. It looks like Southland might be out with the nose in front. That's Olo Hahura. As we look to see it, Buzz and Jackson Higgin taking the 3. That was the beat.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Okay, I'm a little bit, appear to be a little bit lost, but that's okay. I think this could be. No, we will just watch some epic racing while I try to catch up and figure out where we are in the scheme of things, team. As they're coming back down towards us, we can see a number of riders going handlebar with handlebar as we look to see what's going on. I'm telling you now, this is some epic racing here as they're flying down through the race meet. It is making it happen. This is what it's all about, I tell you. This is some epic, exciting stuff here. A couple of riders go down to the corner. They're putting it all on the line here. This is some epic stuff as they cross the line. 11 boys final. Not sure why I couldn't see that. But that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Okay, back up on the gate. This is final 16. Not quite sure what happened there, but that's okay. We're into it. It's 11 to 12 girls B final. There's only 2 of them out there at the moment. They're going to battle it out hard. It doesn't matter about the numbers. It's about the spirit. And into the work they go. It looks like it's Dunedin's 227. That's Lindsay Parker out the front with the rider from Alex, the local last. That's Lindsay McLeod on the 567 from Alex, making a move down there. As we can see them, they're using the track to their advantage. Round the corner they go, nice and high. There we go. That was an interesting low-high move there from our local rider, Lou McLeod, as they come back down. Lindsay Parker on the 227 at Dunedin into the last corner now, firing along as they make their way along. We get back up there. She's coming down the 227 plate there. Lou McLeod out of Alex into the work early as they cross the line. Epic racing here from our girls. Back up to the gate now. This is final number 17. It's our 11 to 12 girls final. They're into their work early. Skylar Hanson on the 723. She's making a fast move, that's for sure. But she's got company in the form of Matilda Norris on the NZ5 out of North Canterbury as well. Then let's not forget the local lass. That's Ellie Campbell. He's in there on the 177. Your NZ2. Katie Barrington having a crack too. Mila McCullum from Southland there at 285. The 195 that's Christchurch is the Bella Leach. Kate Entwistle. Adelaide on the 808 plate there. Amelia Wilson on the 507 in North Canterbury. Into the last corner they go. This is going, I'll tell you what, they're moving faster than the cameras can keep up. But it's your 723 plate. That's Skylar Hanson taking the 1 with your NZ5 coming across the 2. Ellie Campbell in the 3. Final number 18's just had the gate dropped in it. This is our 12 boys. Moto number 5, as into the work they go. Archie Kahukura going to the sky. That's what he's going to do. Into that first corner he goes. He got the whole shot with the 7-2-3 from Kaitangata. His mate Toby Mill in behind him. Caden McKenzie at a Christchurch there. He's sitting in the red spot. We've got number 7 there behind them is Jamie McCulrick out of Southland on the 956, the 180 plate. That belongs to Cohen Blair from Southland. And as we come flying back down, it looks like it's going to be none other than Adi Kahukura at the front, Caden McKenzie in the 2. As they come back, it looks like Toby Mill might be battling for the 3 as we'll look to see. And we've got the scores. That was too close to call, but the scores has it. Jamie McCulrick taking that one for the 3. Here we go. This is going to be, no doubt, the B final for the 12 boys, with our C final potentially rolling off the back of that. Into the work they go. Charlie Shaw, Nixon Murphy, Sam Glover, White Papa Rogers, Jethro Burt, Logan Birch, Nixon Warren, Mason Jeffcoat coming along as we look to see who's out the front. I can't make out that plate, but I'm going to call it maybe Charlie Shaw, Nixon Murphy. Those two are battling bar to bar and have been a large chunk of the day there. I can see a 2 on that plate. Can I? No, I don't know what I can see, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's about the racing, and it's thick, it's fast, and it's furious. It's the 847. That is Charlie Shaw out the front. You've got White Papa Rogers making a move up the outside. Not quite fast enough. The second place goes to Nixon Murphy. Here we go. It's the 13 boys final. We're into the work nice and early out of Cromwell though. Carter Simons on the 931. He's getting stuck in and moving along pretty quick, smart. That's good to see. Dan Brand out of Southland. He's still in the number 2 spot. Can he hang on to it? But he's got company. Jesse Surgeon out of 324. North Haven Christchurch. He's making a move. We've got Finn Barrington stuck in there as well. Out of Sunset Coast on the 305. He's got a long trip home. Maxwell Morris on the 357 from Cromwell. Mixon Wallach 683. He's at a Cromwell. We've lost a rider down, unfortunately. Not sure who that is just yet. Kano Golf in the mix there too. Braden Berg out of Kaitangata. Looks like it might be a rider out of North Haven Christchurch. Jesse Surgeon, unfortunately, going down in that last corner. For final number 21, 13 boys. As we make our way, look at that crowd, I tell you. Phenomenal crowd down there here in ALX for the Mainland South Regional Championships. Brought to you by BMX New Zealand, live streaming to our YouTube channel. Big round of applause, no doubt, for our rider, the 324 plate. That's belonging to none other than Jesse Surgeon out of North Haven Christchurch. Never a way to go down in a final, never want to happen, but riding very much like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get. Back up to the gate, must be final number 22, 14 boys.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
The gate has dropped and we're into it nice and quick and fast, and it sure is Jono Hansen on the 57 plate at Dunedin, who's been doing what he's done all day long, and he's gone out like a rocket into the whole shot. He's gone fine and come on through. He's got Cooper Murphy though all over his back wheel. This is exciting stuff. This is finals racing. Here's the 134 plate. You got him all over the back wheel there. Jono, get a move on, son. Brooklyn Hansen on the 677. He's out of North Canterbury. Austin Stronick out of Christchurch. He's hanging on for a dear life. They don't move to us a lot on the 137. Looks like he's made his way up to third, which is pretty exciting for him. Rocky Brunks on the 133 at Southland, 101 on Wally Norris. But it's going to be Jono Hansen, Cooper Murphy, Dylan Whistle taken out. Final number 22. That's our 14 boys. Coming to final number 24, I believe. This is male 30 plus 20 inch into the work they've gone. It sure is Scott Murphy, as he's been doing all day on the 135 out of Christchurch, getting into that work nice and early. Into the whole shot. Who's got the holes? All about track positioning. Hunter Burt might have got him there. No, it's the 130 plate out the front. That's Cameron Kay. Where did that boy come from? I tell you, Kane Shuttleworth on the 613 out of Southland. Sean McKinley on the 130 plate out of Kaitangata is in there too, alongside the local lad, the 477. We're looking for him. His name's James Grove. He's the local boy. Randy Rogers on the 777 plate. He's in the mix there too, but it's going to be Cameron Kay, the 130 plate, busting a move, getting across the finish line first, followed by Scott Murphy, and then Hunter Burt. Here we go. The gate has just dropped on moto number race number 25. Oh my good yard. Can't keep up with the finals. It's final number 25. It's our 15 boys into the whole shot. We're looking for Zed Collie, Black Glover. There's going to be Zed Collie at the front of the 589. He's got his mate Black Gobble, maybe not so much mates after this. It's the NZ4. He's chasing him down like a chasing thing. Reed McDonald on the line of Frederica Tangata's in the mix there too, alongside Lucas Lane. Out of Dunedin on the 157. Liam King on the 146 out of Cromwell. Colson Warren on the 297 out of Christchurch. Lasted a move, but it's going to be Zed Colley's going to take this one out as we race across the line there for the last time for these boys in the 15 boys final. Here we go, final number 25. Super exciting. Here we go, 16 plus female 20-inch into the work early as she's been all day long. The skills to pay the bills, that is none other than Holly Oldham. And she's on the plate 57 riding out of the ALX club, she'll know this club. Every inch of it, every piece of arms probably got a name as they come along. We're looking for Ada Beg from Kaitangata on the 166. Oh, looks like Ada might have lost the plot, gone high. Did she get it out? No, she's hung on to the 2. That was Tessa ignored, I think, maybe on the 2 or 3 plate, giving a good crack at it. She's out of Southland. Pippa Lambert on the 809 from Alex, another local lass, and Destiny Stewart on the 823 out of Dunedin. In the mix there too as they cross the line for final number 26, 16 plus female 20-inch. Now we've got the gate dropping on the big boys. It's the 16 to 24 male. Here we go, final number 27. It's Deacon McCormick. No doubt looking to get into the work early. Is he going to hang on? Looks like he might have. He comes flying back around. Jacob Shaw's all over his back wheel on the 883 from Dunedin. Mason Joel Gersma. He's in the mix too on the 129. Cameron Lang on the 82 out of Dunedin. He's throwing it down with the boys as well. Ben Shaw on the 196. He's from Dunedin too, looking for a spot. Ben James on the 806 and Lockie McClinley on the 102. But it's going to be coming back down towards us now. Oh, we've got a rider go down. That's not what we want to see. Not on that final corner. Not at any time, to be fair. But there we go, Deacon McCormick, Jacob Shaw, Ben Shaw coming through. It looks like it was Mason Joel Gersman out of Dunedin on the 129 plate, unfortunately going down in that last corner. Putting it all on the line here for a regional title plate. Absolutely stunning riding there, but unfortunately going down. Looks like he's going to need a new shirt, mum and dad. But just head on over, see Big D. I'm sure he will sort it out. Here we go. We're into final number 28. This is none other than Lily Henderson on the 100 plate riding out of Cromwell. Gone to go into it. She is in the B final for the 13 to 15 girls. This does happen from time to time where unfortunately we don't have quite numbers to make it full finals. Obviously the main final has all 8 riders in, 9 in the class here. Lily is out there showing us the skills that pay the bills. She's having a good crack at it. As she's got the whole track to herself, making the most of it, checking it all out, looking at the lines, but great manuals coming through there as she comes back around the corner into the final straight for the last time today. She is having a go, having a knack across the line. That is Lily Henderson from Cromwell on the 100 plate for the 13 to 15 B girls final.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Let's go, 13 to 15 girls final into the work, nice and fast and furious. Look at them go across those tabletops into the work. Who's got it? It's 3 wide. They're going to go into the whole shot together. 2 wide into the whole shot now. Who's gone high? Who's gone low? What's going to pay off there as they come back down? Look for Eliza Bird. She's on the 117. Looks like she's got a nose out front out of Dunedin. Quinn Lindsay from Cromwell on the 793. Where she's sitting possibly in the 3 at the moment with Indy McCullen on the NZ2 out of Southland. He's sitting in the 2 spot. Anna McCabe out of Southland is in the mix there too. Sitting in the 4 by the looks on the 832. Bover Hood on the 134 out of Southland. North Canterbury's 272. That's Ayla Harper. Kelly Miller out of Christchurch is hanging on in the 120 plate. And Alex's Sophia Deere on the 999 plate coming across the line. There we go. That was race final number 29, our 13 to 15 girls. Into the cruiser finals. Final number 30, 11 to 12 cruiser. Next into the work they go. Tell you what, Fletcher and Artie Kahakura, they've been dominating all day long here. But Caden McKenzie seems to have got his nose out front. What's he going to do? He's got the whole shot. Is he going to hang on? Oh no, he went too high. He got pushed up into the corner there. That's what it's all about. That's exciting racing, I tell you. It's all about those lines. Who can make the right call? But it looks like Caden's dropping to 2 as we look to see Fletcher and Artie Kahakura busting along. Addie Barrington, let's not forget her. She's in the mix there too on your NZ3 all the way from the Sunset Coast. We'll be going there for nationals soon. They're preparing a huge amount of work going into the Sunset Coast track. Going to be some exciting stuff as they cross the finish line. That was Fletcher Kahakura, followed by Katie McKenzie, Artie Kahakura, and Addie Barrington. Final number 30, 11 to 12 cruiser mix. Here we go. It's our 13 to 14 cruiser male into the work nice and early on the 134 plate. That was Cooper Murphy out of Christchurch. But he's got Carter Simmons all over his back looking Cromwell on the 300 plate, but he's two got pushed up nice and early. The 229 plate, that was Quinn Parker over done even the 200 plate, that's Maxwell Morris, he's from Cromwell. Sunset Coast is Finn Barrington's hanging in there on the NZ6 and Nixon Murphy in the 136 at a Christchurch. But look, it's going to be the Cooper Murphy show coming along alongside Carter Simmons. He's having a good crack at it. Is it going to be Carter Simmons? I don't. There's a couple of Cromwell riders out there. Look to see the plate, but it looks like it's Carter Simmons in the 2, as Four will soon tell us. It sure was. Quinn Parker in the 3, and that rounds out final number 31, 13-14, Cruiser Mail. The gate is dropped now on the next final. That is final number 32. This is our 8-10 Cruiser mix. It is all game on here. Where he's been all day long. That's your Cromwell rider on the plate. The 6-1-8-5. That's Frank Waters. He's been there dominating all day out the front. Quinn Rapp out of Christchurch on the 178. He's been having a go too. Winnie Murphy from Christchurch on the 137. And James Bell on the 218 out of Christchurch. That's coming along, but it's all about this man at the front. It's the Cromwell rider. He's the lone wolf. He's Frank Waters. Into the last corner he goes across the tabletop. Oh, it's a big final corner actually. Into the tabletop now, down into the rookie straight. He's moving along, crossing the line there to take out the final number 32. And I think his last race for the day. Here we go, the gate is dropped on 35-49, Cruiser mixed into the work though, nice and fast. Scott Murphy, Cameron Kay, they're going bar to bar, hammer to hammer. Bet Jeff going, Justin Harper, Randy Rogers, Nigel Rachel Rogers, Derek Goldbergsma. He's hanging in there too. Here we go, out the front. This is too fun. As they come, big boys on little toys. These guys should know better, but they're putting it all on the line before they go back to work tomorrow. Into the last corner, across the tabletop they go. Into the work early, coming back down towards me now. It's the 130 plate. That's going to be Scott Murphy taking the 1. Cameron Kay probably in the 2. Oh no, Cameron Kay in the 1. Scott Murphy in the 2. Justin Harper in the 3. Getting my numbers all mixed up today. And there we go. Rolling off the back. Not to be forgotten, the 414. That's our rider, Helena Kennard. Here we go, 15-24 Cruiser mix, just Jacob Shaw, Hamish Earl, Braden King, Liam King, Destiny Stewart, into the work there they go, coming back down towards me now, Jacob Shaw on the 883, he's moving along with a couple of Cromwell riders, that's Hamish Earl, Braden King in there, but they're not getting it their own way, they've got company, all 3 Cromwell riders are having a crack. Liam King in there too, who's going to get it into the last corner? Here they go, they're flying it down for the last time today here in ALX at the Mainland South Regional Champs, but it's going to be your 883 plate, that's how it's done even. Jacob Shaw crossing the line for 1, coming across Jacob Hammershell into Braden King in 3. Final number 36, it is 50 plus Cruiser Mail. As they come along, it's Shane Parker, Adam Cook, Craig Barrington, Roy Leamington into the work there they go. Nice and there's the whole shot as they come flying around. Is that still Shane Parker on the 228? Yes, it is. From Dunedin at the front, Adam Cook in the 2, but he's got Craig Barrington all over that back wheel. Roy Leaning giving a crack in the 479 plate, but here we go, down into the work. Shane Parker at the front. But Adam Cook is making a go. Can he get anything in this last corner? Only time will tell as they come around that last corner. They've gone high, they've gone low. It almost looks like it's 3 wide, but no. Shane Parker in the 1, Adam Cook in the 2, Craig Barrington in the 3, Roy Leaning in the 4. And that, I believe, is a wrap, team. There we go. The 2026 Mainland South Regional Champs brought to you online by BMX New Zealand. A massive thank you to all our volunteers down there at the ALX BMX Club. It's been an absolutely stunning event. The track's held up well. Thanks for putting on the weather. That's been absolutely amazing. A massive shout out to the BMX New Zealand crew for bringing you the live stream. Thanks for joining me here on the channel while I've been watching the chats go through. Drive home safely, and until next time, take care and look forward to seeing you at the Wellington Regional Champs coming up soon.